Uh-oh, better call Bennett's.
When it comes to glass, in this area, folks know to call Bennett's Glass Company. Serving Live Oak and the surrounding areas for over 50 years. Their reputation speaks for itself. From commercial to residential, new construction, remodeling, custom glass, auto glass, shower doors, mirrors. Tell your insurance company you want Bennett's. Bennett's Glass Company on Gold Kiss Boulevard in Live Oak, 386-362-2295. When glass breaks, better call Bennett's.
In the heart of the red zone is where the game is won, and you need a dealership that knows about scoring big. At Roundtree Moore Ford, we've scored this area's largest selection of new and pre-owned inventory. And right now, we're scoring rates as low as 0%. It's time to get out of the stands and score big in the Roundtree Moore Ford red zone. At Roundtree Moore Ford, the customer always wins. So make your next ride a touchdown at RoundtreeMoreFord.com today.
Rapid Fiber Internet's locally owned and operated, powered by Suwannee Valley Electric Co-op. Our local employees are dedicated to providing a world-class customer experience to each of our Suwannee Valley Electric members. Make the switch today to Rapid Fiber Internet's 100% fiber to the home internet system. To learn more about Rapid Fiber Internet, visit rapid-fiber.com. Again, that's rapid-fiber.com or call 866-64-RAPID.
Man, I'm getting eaten out of house and home here.
Oh, do you have teenagers?
No, termites.
Don't you have Live Oak Pest Control termite protection?
Nah, I've been doing my own pest control for years. Learned how on the internet.
I see that's working for you. Maybe you should call Live Oak Pest Control.
Who's your pest specialist? Call Live Oak Pest Control at 386-362-BUGS, 386-362-2847, or visit liveoakpestcontrol.com. No worries, that was just a shed.
It's time for Coach's Corner, a pregame interview with Suwannee High head football coach Kyler Hall. Brought to you by Bean Painting, serving the community for over 30 years. Licensed and insured, family-owned and operated. Remember, it hasn't been painted till it's being painted.
And good evening, Bulldog fans. Suwannee High Bulldog football is on the air here on RiverCountrySports.com. Good evening. I'm Wayne Luttrell, joined by the head coach of the Suwannee Bulldogs, Coach Kyler Hall. Coach, last week at Wakulla, we closed out the regular season, and doggone it, we took it on the chin, but what a ball game at Wakulla.
Yeah, always is when we battle those guys, similar to last year, one possession game. Mm-hmm. And as poorly as we played, emotionally at times, we still had a chance to tie it up there at the end. But we did way too many things that against a good team like Wakulla is going to get you beat. Early on, we had an opportunity to go up big.
Yep.
Even regain the lead and didn't hold on to it. So just too many mistakes and, not enough want to as far as closing that game. And we knew going into that, it was going to be tough. You're going to have to play the full 4 quarters. But just didn't do what we needed to do to get it done, which was disappointing because we wanted to finish out the regular season on that, 4-game win streak. But our kids did enough, obviously, to get us in the playoffs, and we're here tonight. But hats off to Wakulla. Again, a lot of respect for that program, but that was one that we had an opportunity to get a win.
Yeah, and you go back to that game, and they get a first down, but then we force them to punt the football. We get it back and go down the field and score to take a 7-0 lead, and feeling pretty good at 7-0. Getting creative in the running game and had a little toss sweep there to number 5. I don't care how you get him the ball. He's exciting every time he touches it. And we get that touchdown, the extra point. We're up 7-0 at that point.
Yeah. Really good start. The previous 2 weeks, that was one thing we wanted to correct off of. We had, gone in the hole there the last 2 games, 7-0. So we wanted to come over and get a good start. And we did. I mean, that was as great a drive as you can have to start the game. And as you mentioned, anytime you get MJ the ball, he's going to do something great with it. So an ideal start to that one.
Yeah, no doubt. And then we come right back while Wakulla has the football, and we force a fumble, get the ball back, and throw just a great pass to Coy Fryer. He catches the ball, and he's headed for the end zone, and I'm like, score, and he got caught at the 3.
I was pulling him in, man. I was pulling him in, trying to get there. But either way, man, a great play. What was that, 60-plus yards or somewhere around there?
Oh, terrific.
Yeah, we get down there to the 3, man. and we've
First
got
and goal.
yeah, got to be able to punch that in. But it shows you how quickly things change, for one play. And granted, even with the bad snap, you still have an opportunity that we can at least get points out of that drive.
Yeah.
We had a poorly timed drop there, which we haven't had many this year, and they capitalized with that pick six.
Well, you had the bad snap, and that puts the ball. So we're first and goal at the 3, and then we're second and goal at the 21.
Yeah.
But then the pass to Brooks, and unfortunately it popped off his shoulder pads.
Yeah.
And it goes up in the air. They pick it out of the air and go 95 yards the other way, and suddenly instead of 14-0, it's 7-7.
Yeah, 14-point swing there, and Brooks doesn't drop many. He just has been very steady all year with his catching, and that was just the
There's a
worst
fluke,
possible
really.
time. It was, man, but we've got to find a way to finish that drive, whether run or pass, or at least get 3 out of it. But we didn't, and those are one of those plays, man. We can't allow those things to happen when you play in a district game, especially on the road at Wakulla.
Yeah, they came back and tied things up eventually 14-14. And then just before the half, they take a 21-14 lead. And that was the halftime score. They're up by 7.
Yeah, was hoping to get a goal line stand there. Very similar to last year when we played them here. They had the ball inside the 5, and we were able to hold them. And that would have been a big confidence boost, momentum swing there if we could have kept them out. But they got in, and again, just not a very clean second quarter. Really from that, when we didn't get in there at 3.
Because that was off of a fumble.
Yeah.
So they end up recovering. They get the short field. They get down to the 1, and we forced them into a 4th and goal.
Yep.
And I was thinking the same thing. We go hold them here.
Yeah, that was a big thing. We talk about sudden change. If they get a turnover, we got to respond quickly and keep them out. Worst hold them to a field goal. But just wasn't able to get that done. Didn't get lined up properly. They ran a little bit of a heavy set there, unbalanced. They gave us some fits, but either way, that was one that we want to go to the halftime at least tied up.
Yeah. So they go up 28-14. We're in the third quarter now, and now that possession, we had the roughing the punter penalty, which gave them the ball back, and that's how they ended up scoring on that thing. But even down the 2 scores, we didn't give up. We didn't hold our head down. We came back, and I thought we had a scoop and score by MJ and a doggone penalty flag 80 yards behind the play. And that gets called back, but that one hurt.
It did, and you almost kind of felt that one coming. It was great. Clay and Cherry there forced a fumble. MJ again, when he gets the ball in his hands, he's going to make something great happen. Very questionable penalty flag. I guess at what they called was the blind side, where the rule is you got to lead with your hands instead of the old school, peel back. But the kid was even, so I don't fault him for the block, but the technique of it, I think that's where they got us with the penalty. But that was a tough one.
You don't want to tell your kids not to block, but it seems like on a return or an interception return, anything like that, they're looking for that stuff.
They are, and it doesn't matter how many times you tell them, not to block in the back or peel back. It's so tempting there. But what we tell them, if they're not impactful in the play, either shield them or you got to hit hands first.
Right.
But we led with his shoulder, so it wasn't the typical kill shot there. But again, that another example of a play, man. We've got to have that, because that would have made it a 7-point.
Yeah.
At that game, and plus just the time off the clock in the game that resulted in that being called back.
We did come back with a touchdown. Lopez made a catch from Sykes, and that put us down 1 score, 28-21. Still had time on the clock. Had a couple of possessions after that, but we just kept getting the bad field position, and credit them for their special teams.
Yeah,
kind of pinning us back, but we never could get that final drive going, and we end up falling by a touchdown.
Yeah, we lost too many yards in our punt return game. We tell those guys, at minimum we want to catch it, fair catch at least, there. Mm-hmm. But on that field turf, man, that ball will bounce and just you losing yardage. So there was a difference of about 25 yards on that last drive, where we would have liked to start that drive. But it's one of those things you learn from it, and we put those guys back there because they can catch the punt. They're good at that. But we got to be a little bit more aggressive in that situation so we don't lose that yardage.
Yeah, that's a tough job. It's probably the toughest job,
It is.
looking in those lights and
Very
you've
tough.
got to, you don't want to muff a punt, so you got to make the catch, and you got to decide whether you're going to, call for the fair catch, whether you're going to try to return, whether you need to get out of the way. I mean,
there's a lot that goes on when that ball's up in the air. You got to make a quick decision. You can't get, caught in between. And it is a skill to catch a punt. Very few can do it. So with MJ and Coy back there, we got a couple others that practice that, but those have been the best as far as catching. But as we get into tonight, we want to make sure that we don't lose those yards.
Wakulla gets the win, 28-21. That closes the regular season. We finished 4-6 on the year, but now we're 0-0 along with everybody else. The playoffs begin tonight. Back to talk about our first playoff matchup against the Godby Cougars. After this timeout, it's Coach's Corner, Suwannee Bulldog football on Friday night here on RiverCountrySports.com.
Need to paint? Call the pros at Charles Bean Painting. They'll paint it, they'll have it looking good. Whether it's outside your home or business or inside, they do texturing, drywall repair, plus pressure cleaning. Call for a free estimate. 386-209-7381. Licensed and insured, family owned and operated, serving the area over 30 years. Charles Bean Painting, LLC. Remember, it hasn't been painted till it's bean painting. 209-7381.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Suwannee High Bulldog football here on RiverCountrySports.com. It's Coach's Corner, Wayne Luttrell, along with the head coach of the Suwannee Bulldogs, Kyler Hall. And, Coach, we get the rematch. We were talking about if we stay the 7 seed and Godby stayed the 2 seed, we go back to Tallahassee, and that's what's happened. Let's take a look at the screen, and here's what the bracket looks like in Region 1 in Class 3A. But we got another matchup with Godby, a game we should have won in the regular season.
Absolutely. This was really the game that we wanted, and it was matched up that way, for a couple weeks with us sitting there at the 7th seed. Had we won last week, odds are we probably would have been a higher seed, maybe in that 5 range, with a possible rematch against Wakulla, different side of the bracket. But I like where we're sitting right now. As you mentioned, that was a game that, we had in hand most of the game. Had some untimely special teams, mishaps, and gave up 2 big passing plays over the top. But Godby's a really good team. They're the number 2 seed, for a reason. They're district champs in our district, so we understand who they are and what they do. We just got to go out and stop it and play fundamentally sound. Be physical up front at the line of scrimmage. But we're excited to be here in the playoffs. But that's not where it stops for us. We want to win tonight and keep this season going.
Yeah, we had some special team blunders in that last matchup, but we still had that lead in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
And 29-26, Godby escapes with a victory. Now, that game was played at Childs High School. This time around, we're at the big stadium, Capitol Stadium.
Yes, very fortunate. Wanted to get to this stadium. We the Childs atmosphere is just, there's not a whole lot of it out there. So we're excited to be here at Gene Cox. A lot of great games have been played here throughout the years. And, again, to have a rematch against Godby, against a team that we're very familiar with what they do and what they like to do in each phase of the game. So, it's the best time of the year, high school, football when the playoffs come around. So nothing better than a Suwannee Bulldog over here in Tallahassee.
I'm looking back at that game that we played in the regular season. I think it was week 4, so it was a while ago. But 347 yards of offense, and we were ground heavy that night. So they're going to see a different style of attack this time around.
Yeah, I think we're much more balanced at this time of the year. We were banged up, quite a bit that game. Coy was out, Lopez was out. That was kind of the first game of, as far as the running back by committee. You saw MJ, you saw Delwyn. So it's kind of that same mold for the running back position. But we have those guys back at receiver. I think our passing game is much more dangerous than it was at that time of the year. I think up front we're playing very well. Our secondary looks much different than it did then. So I think we're a much improved team. They're doing things better as well. But man, what an opportunity that we have.
Their passing offense, the last time they got us for almost 300 yards. So we know we're going to see a heavy passing attack. Again, the Chambers kid this year, 20 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. He's thrown for 2,200 yards. He has so many different receivers that are dangerous. So we know what's coming.
No, we do. And really the biggest thing, man, just keep everything in front. Come up, make tackles, make them drive the field because they want to take the big home run shot, and he's got the arm to do it. The key for us is to get him out of that first read because he typically doesn't go to that second, third. He's going to look at where he wants to go. So we've got to be able to move him off that spot, get pressure, and again, keep that speed in front of us because they got speed all across the board. Number 3 is a very talented receiver.
Yeah.
So we got to keep them in check.
Yeah, Simmons is their go-to guy, but they also have, 6, 12, 21.
Yep.
I mean, they've got some weapons.
They got them all over.
Backfield, look out for number 8. He can catch the ball as well and a danger running the ball. So now last time we played them, there were a bunch of fumbles and turnovers, interception. They had 3, we had 2, but that could be another key to the game, getting that extra possession.
Yeah, it will be. I think we had back-to-back turnovers against them the last time. But one thing that we've noticed on their films, the snaps have always been an issue, whether a bad snap or he drops the snap. So we're going to count on that and put that pressure on him and force some turnovers. Interceptions are going to be key tonight. We've got to get some of those. Typically, if you've seen the history of us this season, when we force turnovers and get them, we put ourselves in a great chance to win.
Yeah. Well, I believe in us, Coach. I know,
absolutely.
We've lost some ball games this year, but we've been in every ball game.
Every one.
And if we can catch fire at the right time, and I feel like we're peaking toward the end of the season.
I believe so.
And you mentioned a great opportunity. I hope we can take advantage of this.
If you can't get fired up for this with what we've been through, the ups and downs, the battles, the injuries, I believe we're playing as well as anybody in the region right now.
Yep.
The confidence is there, but man, go out and execute. Play at a high level of focus and intensity. But, man, if we would look back after we shook hands with them after that game, after we gave that away, knowing that we could possibly see them again, we'd probably take that.
Oh, you're taking it that night?
Yes, sir.
No doubt.
We'll see you again.
All right, Coach. Hopefully this is not our last broadcast, but if it is, I've enjoyed the year, as always.
Yes, sir.
But I expect to talk to you again next week.
Yeah, we'll see you next week.
Okay, good.
We'll do it again next week.
Well, good luck tonight against these Cats.
Thank you, Wayne.
You've been watching RiverCountrySports.com coverage of the Coaches Show, and we've got the live play-by-play action coming up. We've got cameras tonight. We're not in Wakulla. Stay tuned. Andy Day will join us in the press box after this timeout. It's Suwannee Bulldog football on RiverCountrySports.com.
Coach's Corner, brought to you by Bean Painting, serving the community for over 30 years. Licensed and insured, family-owned and operated. Remember, it hasn't been painted till it's bean painting.
Uh-oh, better call Bennett's.
When it comes to glass, in this area, folks know to call Bennett's Glass Company, serving Live Oak and the surrounding areas for over 50 years. Their reputation speaks for itself. From commercial to residential, new construction, remodeling, custom glass, auto glass, shower doors, mirrors. Tell your insurance company you want Bennett's. Bennett's Glass Company on Gold Kiss Boulevard in Live Oak, 386-362-2295. When glass breaks, better call Bennett's.
All right, hey Bulldog fans, when you're hungry, we can satisfy that appetite at Beef O'Brady's of Live Oak. Come dine with us during, before, or after the ball game. We feature big screen TVs, so you won't miss any of the big events. At Beef O'Brady's, check out our game room featuring pool tables and games for the kids. Stop by Beef O'Brady's for some good food, good sports, and good games.
Hi, my name is Catherine Haney. My grandfather and my dad, Wes Haney, have been selling and servicing Chevrolets in the Suwannee Valley area since 1968.
I'm here with my brothers, Weston and Jonathan. We want to tell you why Wes Haney Chevrolet is the best place to buy a car.
At Wes Haney Chevrolet comes down to two things: low prices and excellent customer service. You are a part of the family just as much as we are. Your happiness is my dad's first priority. He will always fight to make sure you get the best deal and the best experience.
My dad doesn't play games and he doesn't charge dealer fees, so we can always get you the best price. We have amazing incentives this month to put together a great deal on any Chevrolet car, truck, or SUV. The best built, longest lasting vehicles on the road. We guarantee a better deal and customer experience than you can get anywhere else.
We would love to show you our beautiful selection of new and used vehicles. We are located in Live Oak, Florida on Highway 90 East. I can guarantee our dad will give you the best deal, and we are excited to earn your business.
This is Wes Haney, and as always, no dealer fees, no games. Come see my team at Wes Haney Chevrolet.
Suwannee High Bulldog football on RiverCountrySports.com is brought to you in part by Charles Bean Painting, Hunter Abercrombie, your Edward Jones financial advisor in Live Oak, by Morgan Tree and Debris, by Wes Haney Chevrolet, Rapid Fiber Internet, Bennett's Glass Company, by Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency, J&W Automotive, Live Oak Pest Control, Howard Street Dry Cleaners Incorporated, Papa John's, Beef O'Brady's, the UPS Store, by Roundtree Moore Ford, and by Pool Realty. Now to the action, Dog Ball, on RiverCountrySports.com. Hey, good evening, Bulldog fans. Welcome to Gene Cox Stadium here in Tallahassee, where tonight it's the Suwannee Bulldogs and the Godby Cougars. It's the second matchup of the season between these two. We played back on September 13th at Charles High School. Godby coming away with a 29-26 victory, a game in which the Dogs let an 11-point fourth-quarter lead slip away, Andy.
Yeah, they did, and that's one of those things, but it was a real good ball game. We just didn't come out on the better end, and hopefully tonight that will turn around.
Yeah, the rematch.
Yeah.
Special teams were anything but special during that Week 4 matchup, so looking for a better effort tonight from our special teams. When you look at the stats from the last game, we actually had 347 yards of offense. They had 345, so it was pretty even. They in the passing game, they had 293. We had 98, but in the running game, we had 249. They only had 52. Now, things have changed. Thomas Sykes in the passing game has gotten a lot better since those days.
Yeah, it really has. I mean, Sykes, 115 for 214, 1,742 yards he's thrown for. But like you say, it took us a little while to get cranked up there early in the season. Yeah. Also, with the loss, of one of our major running backs, number 2 for the Dogs, Darius Horn, he actually still leads our rushing attack.
Yeah.
And I think he's only played 4 games.
Well, since then, it's been by committee.
It has been, and we got a bunch of them.
Yeah, and we're going to see different running backs at that spot tonight. We'll get creative, moving kids around. Probably see MJ back there. You're going to see Clay back there. You're probably going to see Allen back there. And so you never know who you're going to see in that Suwannee backfield. We're going to go with an empty set quite often, but should be interesting. But Dogs going to need to score points tonight. And on the other side, they're going to have to play some defense, figure a way to slow down number 13.
Wow. Yeah, you talk about him. Chambers, 117 completions out of 189 attempts, thrown for 2,216 yards. And the thing about it, he's got some remarkable receivers around him. He's got 3 of them at least. You got to look at Simmons. He has 37 receptions, 801 yards. Vickers, 38 receptions, 612. And then there's Bunyan, sometimes who plays quarterback. He has 17 receptions for 438 yards. So they spread it around. They got some big-time players.
They do. And that Chambers kid, he averages 277 yards per game, 246 through the air, and then he can run the football as well. And when you think of the running game, you got to look out for number 8.
Oh, yeah, you really do. And that's Clark, 114 carries, 515 yards, but he can also catch it out of the backfield, 7 receptions, 168 yards. So, I mean, a dual weapon, both the quarterback and the running back, and then those wide receivers. Dog defense is going to have a job cut out for them tonight.
You are watching the 2024 FHSAA football regional quarterfinal game here in Class 3A on RiverCountrySports.com. Back after this.
Everybody's always claiming to offer the top insurance, the lowest rate, blah, blah, blah. Well, cut the game and go to the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. Jeff is an independent agent, meaning he can shop around to get you the best price for the coverage you need. With access to major carriers like Auto Owners, Progressive, Travelers, and Mercury, stop with those cold 800 numbers. Discover the personal difference with the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. US 129 North in Live Oak. Call 364-2886 or visit jefftippensinsurance.com.
What's a football game without pizza? Papa John's Pizza of Live Oak can take care of all of your football dining needs. Take care of your hungry crowd before, during, or after the game. Stop by Papa John's for better pizza, better wings, and many other delicious menu items for the family or the game crowd. Papa John's Pizza always has better ingredients, better pizza. Better get you some.
When you're in the market for a home or vacant property to build that dream home on, contact Pool Realty of Live Oak. They can also help locate commercial real estate for your business venture. Pool Realty has a full team of professional and caring real estate brokers and agents, so always think Pool Realty of Live Oak to help you find the perfect home or property in Suwannee or surrounding counties. Pool Realty, a proud supporter of Suwannee Bulldog football and rivercountrysports.com.
Your one-stop auto shop, J&W Automotive. At J&W, you can buy a car. They've got a great selection to choose from. At J&W, you can get your car fixed. They provide complete vehicle repair. At J&W, they do paint and body work. Yeah, plus tires, front-end alignments, AC work, computer diagnostics. They cut and program keys. They are truly your one-stop, all-in-one automotive shop. J&W Automotive. Highway 129 North in Live Oak. Online at jwautos.com.
All right, Andy, let's get to the starting lineups for the Suwannee Bulldogs, and we'll begin with that dirty dog offense.
It'll start out like this. At center, big number 77, Davian Ramirez. The two guards, number 51, Brody Bean, and big number 59, Will Uptown Brown. Number 55, Reese Promise, and number 50, the six-shooter, Sagador. Your tight end, big number 11, that's Logan Brooks. Your wide receivers, number 5, MJ all the way Rawson, and number 10, Coy, the boy Fryer. And on the outside, number 1, Noah Lopez. In the backfield for Suwannee, big number 15, Clay, Bam Bam Starling. And finally at quarterback, number 4, Old Thomas Sykes.
And the Suwannee starting defense looks like this. Up front, you've got a 4-3 look tonight. Getting the start, Kyler Watson and Delwyn Allen will be the ends. In the middle, you'll have Cavante Beasley and Colton Hagedorn. The linebackers will be Travis Feig, Clay Starling, and Coy Fryer. And in the backfield, that defensive backfield, you got Fred Cooks, you've got Jeremy Webb, Kyle Brown, and MJ Rawson. The kickoff right after this, it's Suwannee Bulldog football here in the playoffs in Tallahassee on rivercountrysports.com.
In the heart of the red zone is where the game is won, and you need a dealership that knows about scoring big. At Roundtree Moore Ford, we've scored this area's largest selection of new and pre-owned inventory. And right now, we're scoring rates as low as 0%. It's time to get out of the stands and score big in the Roundtree Moore Ford red zone. At Roundtree Moore Ford, the customer always wins. So make your next ride a touchdown at RoundtreeMoreFord.com today.
Rapid Fiber Internet's locally owned and operated, powered by Suwannee Valley Electric Co-op. Our local employees are dedicated to providing a world-class customer experience to each of our Suwannee Valley Electric members. Make the switch today to Rapid Fiber Internet's 100% fiber to the home internet system. To learn more about Rapid Fiber Internet, visit rapid-fiber.com. Again, that's rapid-fiber.com or call 866-64-RAPID.
The Suwannee Bulldogs have won the toss, and they have elected to defer to the second half, so they will be kicking the football to Godby. Godby will get the first possession. Rights to this webcast of this regional quarterfinal game in the FHSAA Class 3A football championships have been granted to River Country Sports by the Florida High School Athletic Association, and it is intended solely for the enjoyment of our viewing audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this telecast without the express written consent of the FHSAA is strictly prohibited.
Something to get ready to kick it off. A.J. Hitt will tee it up at the 40-yard line. We hadn't really had a chance to talk about the stadium, but they've kind of redone this thing. We're over here on our side, the visitor side for a change. And, they got camera booths on the outside on the far side of the field, the home side, and we're not in our number 4 booth like usual. Right. All 85 or how many ever steps it was on the other side. Back deep for the Cougars. Looks like it'll be Vickers and Bunyan. They'll stand somewhere around the 5-yard line.
Nice thing is that the weather right now, we got football weather today.
Oh, we finally do. Finally. After 85 and 90 degrees.
Yeah.
Up in November. AJ puts a foot into it, high end over end kick. It'll be a short kick retrieved right at the 20-yard line. I believe that's number 24 with the football. We get down there in a hurry. We miss one would-be tackle. Then we stand him up, pile him backwards around the 22. We'll see where the forward progress got him to.
Yeah, it drove him backwards across the 20-yard line, but that forward progress is going to have this ball over the 20. But had a chance to get a stick early, just missed it. And but still, the Suwannee special teams doing a nice job there. And here come the Godby Cougars, their first offensive possession.
Yeah, and that was Javon Hunter. On the return, we kick that short kick. That gives our kick team time to get down there.
It's like the 23-yard line is where they'll begin this drive. So Godby at their own 23 as we get things underway.
Will be. Here's the snap. There's the handoff. Right side. Big hole. Got a big run through this. Across the 30 to the 35 to the 40. Down the far sideline. He'll cross the 40 on the far side. Don't look like there's a dog that can catch him. And he is gone from the line of scrimmage. Wow. From the 23-yard line.
And just like that, I mean, we just got this game started. First play from scrimmage, and Kason Clark, number 8, takes the handoff. We told you he was dangerous in the running game, and, we worry about their passing game, and they give that ball to him, just an off-tackle play, and nobody's home.
Yeah, and Clark, he got that play underway pretty quickly. He went some 77 yards.
No flags on the field. Godby with a quick touchdown to get this game going.
Yeah, not very many seconds went off the clock from the kickoff. 11:36 to go here in the first quarter. Wow. Attempt the extra point. It'll be Zayla down on the tee up, and that hammer knocker is good. Godby leads it 7-0.
All right, Suwannee already in a 7-0 hole, and they're going to have to dig themselves out their first possession after we take this time out. Suwannee Bulldog Football on RiverCountrySports.com.
Hey, Bulldogs. Let the UPS Store of Live Oak handle all of your packing and shipping needs. The UPS Store of Live Oak also offers mailboxes, printing, faxing, scanning. We also offer notary services and shredding services as well. Stop by your local UPS store. There's help in here. Real help. The UPS Store, proud sponsors of Suwannee Bulldog football on RiverCountrySports.com.
Boy, that first running play, the defense just got sucked inside and nobody home on the outside. And, boy, that kid's got some speed. And when number 8 gets the ball, you got to get a hat on him. And he got in that open field. And like you said, there wasn't a dog that was going to catch him.
Nah, and I'll tell you, he had some great speed, but he did have some good blocking. We had a chance to make the tackle probably about 7 yards down the field, but didn't make that tackle and made some good blocks. And he was Katie bar the door.
All right. Godby has the ball teed up at the 40, and Suwannee about to get their first possession. Let's see if the Dogs can answer.
Zalea will tee it up at the 40-yard line. Back deep for the Dogs. Rawson, he'll stand around the 5-yard line. Fryer on one side. And it looks like it's going to go to Fryer on the far side, right around the 15. Cut to the middle of the field. Got a little running lane. He'll try to cut to the near sideline up to the 30. Around the 35, and he gets, banged out of bounds close to the 32. Oh, my.
Nice return, though, from the far side of the field. Coy Fryer takes the ball and tries to get to that wedge, which was set up, and he almost was able to get there, but still a nice return, sets up good field position for Suwannee to begin this drive.
It will. It looks like the Cougars. Looks like going to start off with a 3-man front. And figure we're going to throw the football, which is what we've been doing lately.
Well, we figured the same thing, and 80 yards later.
Sykes will be in the gun, and we're going to take a lot of people and move them around. And now Now MJ Rosson, Wildcat Rosson, he'll take it up the middle, a little stiff arm up to the 40, to the 45, and he'll get out of bounds and should be close to the first down marker. We'll see where they start him. If they get him to around the 47, it'll be a first down.
So how about that? We got sights lined up, and everybody switches. Next thing you know, number 5's back there. Instead of number 4 takes the direct snap, and with his athletic ability, he's able to get the 10 yards and pick up a big Suwannee first down.
Get it to your playmakers, and good things happen. First and 10 Dogs. Right around the 47-yard line. Cougars with a 4-man front. They're digging in that royal blue uniform. We got the white jerseys, green trousers, low snap, and Sykes hands off to Rosson. Rosson left side. Got some big buckets. Little turn. No, that's clean. Wow. He made Starling.
With
he
that
had a
kind of
5.
speed,
I just saw the 5.
With that kind of speed, he kind of looked like MJ, but that was Clay Starling that time. And how about that? The linebacker switches over to the offensive side of the ball and gives us a big run.
Yeah, and we knew he was going to be the starting running back tonight. And that time, we got some good blocks on the left side of the offensive line. We get enough first down and got it up close to the 38-yard line. Dogs up to the line of scrimmage. Cougars digging in on the other side. Sykes in the gun. Starling will be kind of sidecar right and slightly behind him. Ralston comes in motion and handoff Starling left side. We'll bang our way out for a couple of yards. We get close to the 35, maybe the 36-yard line.
And number 41, Jalen Lawson. The linebacker, inside linebacker, 6 foot, 205 pounds, makes that tackle. But again, a nice running play as Starling is able to get a few yards.
We call it second and a short 8 or maybe 7 for the Dogs of Suwannee. Dogs out of the huddle up to the line of scrimmage. Shotgun formation for Sykes, single back in the backfield. 2 receivers there, and actually 3 in tight. They'll move to the other side, and we actually got an H-back. Rosson will take the snap this time. Direct snap, cut to the outside. Rosson to the 30. Rosson to the 25. Somebody say 20. Somebody say, oh my, we're touching the 11-yard line and we're on the move.
And nice blocking that time, even downfield. Noah Lopez had a block downfield. But nice Wildcat, again, that same play we began this drive with, just switching to number 5 in the backfield, takes that snap, and with his speed and the blocking, he's able to make a big play all the way down inside that round tree full of more red zone.
Yeah, and I was hoping they'd spot us down at the 11, but they give us the 10, so it'll be first and goal from there. Godby still in a 4-man front. Dogs up to the line of scrimmage. Wide receivers set on either side, single back in the backfield. The H-back, Bean, will get set on the near side. Sykes hands off to Clay Starling. Starling bangs his way up close to around the 6-yard line if they give him his forward progress.
You know, even with the banged-up running backs, you look back at the last matchup, and they had trouble stopping the run.
Yeah.
And Suwannee is staying with that running game, and so far it's been successful. Second and goal coming up after the 6-yard pickup, or the 4-yard pickup.
Dogs knocking on the Godby door. See if we can answer back here in this first quarter. Lopez will go to the far side of the field. Ralston to the near side. Starling will be the lone back. We're in the gun once again. Ralston will come in motion and get set behind the quarterback. He'll take the handoff. Got some blockers out there. And it's going to MJ Ralston. MJ all the way didn't have to go far. But somebody say, give him the old 6.
So the Suwannee Bulldogs have answered the Godby Cougars. Godby took one play to get to the end zone. Suwannee stayed on the ground and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 running plays. But MJ Ralston with the magic from 6 yards out. And, boy, what vision that time as he bounced it outside and gets it into the end zone for a Suwannee 6 points. And now let's see if A.J. Hick can tie it up here with the extra point.
Yeah, I don't think Godby was expecting. I don't think they had seen that play. We ran it last week. Here's a snap down on the tee, up, end over end, and it is good.
And we're all tied up, 7 apiece here in this round 1 FHSAA playoff game at Capitol Stadium. Tied at 7 back after this on RiverCountrySports.com.
Everybody's always claiming to offer the top insurance, the lowest rate, blah, blah, blah. Well, cut the game and go to the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. Jeff is an independent agent, meaning he can shop around to get you the best price for the coverage you need. With access to major carriers like Auto Owners, Progressive, Travelers, and Mercury, stop with those cold 800 numbers. Discover the personal difference with the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. US 129 North in Live Oak. Call 364-2886 or visit JeffTippinsInsurance.com.
Friday night dog ball here in Tallahassee. The Suwannee Bulldogs answer the Godby score, and we're all knotted up at 7 with 9 minutes to play here in the opening quarter. Man, Fireworks.
Took 2 minutes and 36 seconds, and we worked it down the football field and tied this hammer knocker up.
How about that? We got the North Florida Fair in the background here. A lot of excitement over here in Tallahassee, but right now fireworks here at Capitol Stadium, Gene Cox Stadium, if you will.
That looks like Moran just checked into the game and puts a foot into it. A high end over end kick. It'll be retrieved right around the 12-yard line. Another big hole for their speedster, number 5. He comes through there, and that is Vickers. He's one of the wide receivers. They get a great return out of it up close to the 38.
And finally brought down across the 35, close to the 40-yard line, and that young man may be hurt. We'll take an injury timeout. Back after this is Suwannee Football on RiverCountrySports.com.
Uh-oh, better call Bennett's.
When it comes to glass, in this area, folks know to call Bennett's Glass Company. Serving Live Oak and the surrounding areas for over 50 years. Their reputation speaks for itself. From commercial to residential, new construction, remodeling, custom glass, auto glass, shower doors, mirrors. Tell your insurance company you want Bennett's. Bennett's Glass Company on Gold Kiss Boulevard in Live Oak, 386-362-2295. When glass breaks, better call Bennett's. Back here in Tallahassee, sportsmanship is having pride in your school, your team, and yourself. Sportsmanship is respect for the game and those who play it. The Florida High School Athletic Association reminds you to take on the responsibility of good sportsmanship. Play strong, play hard, play fair. This message provided by this station and the FHSAA.
Yeah, the injured player for Godby, they are helping him out. It seemed like it was an arm injury or something. That's Tylen Vickers. He's actually one of their go-to wide receivers.
I hope he's going to be okay. Meanwhile, Godby will set up their offense at the 38-yard line. They've got a 1st and 10 as Suwannee digs in on defense, and let's see if the Dogs can slow down this Godby Cougar attack.
Dogs in a 5-man front. Chambers will be the quarterback. He's in the gun. Handoff first back through. That's number 8 this time. And we hammer him right at the line of scrimmage. Boy, I'm talking about we took him down.
Yeah, nothing doing that time, that running play. Previous time he was able to break free for about 80 yards, but not on that play. Nice job of that Suwannee defense to close that hole up.
Yeah, and that might have been rogue that time that go to the old pigskin for Godby. Godby up to the line of scrimmage. Their quarterback, Lazarus Chambers, number 13. He'll be in the gun. 2 receivers near side, one to the far side of the field. Single back in the backfield. Here's the snap. Handoff first back through this time. We hit him at the line of scrimmage. That time it was Casey and Clark. We nailed him to the turf after a couple of yard gain.
Yeah, credit Allen for that tackle that time. And Suwannee doing a nice job on those first 2 running. But still haven't seen that passing game. We know how dangerous that is for the Cougars. So it is 3rd down. But look out. They're going to the air.
Yeah, as John Madden will say, if you can run the ball and you can pass the ball, then you're usually pretty successful. They're trying to set up that passing play with those run on the inside. See what they do here. Chambers will be in the gun once again. Receiver set all over the field. Here's the snap. Quick pass out here, complete to number 3. Go to Simmons. We wrap him up, hit him to the turf. It'll be 4th and about 5.
Hey, he made the catch, but he didn't get the first down. Suwannee doing a nice job to stop him right after the catch and wrap him up and bring him down in a nice team effort that time. There's several Dogs in there on that tackle, and Godby going to be forced into a punting situation.
Yeah, and he got a pretty generous spot. Maybe when he got spun around, give him the nose of the football close to the 45. Godby will have to punt it away. Number 16 will do the punting chores. That's Jalen Rowe, who will stand around the 31. Back deep for the Dogs, standing around the 20. It'll be Walton on the near hash, and it'll be Fryer about the middle of the football field. Wow.
And
an equipment problems with maybe number 14. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
I do not know.
All right, they were pointing back and forth, and anyway, I guess they got it straight now.
Here's the snap. Kind of a high wobbly snap. We don't come after it. End over end kick. Ralston will have a chance to field it right at the 22. Ralston gets a block on the outside. Ralston up to the 40. Boy, they got us pegged and they pin us to the turf around the 33-yard line. That's where the Dogs will start out 1st and 10.
Yeah, Ralston was trying to find running room that time, and he just couldn't find any. He was trying to get to that sideline, but Godby doing a nice job of stringing that out, not allowing MJ to get loose. But Suwannee has possession of the football. We're all tied at 7 with 6 minutes, 41 seconds to play here in the opening quarter. It's Suwannee football on RiverCountrySports.com.
Rapid Fiber Internet's locally owned and operated, powered by Suwannee Valley Electric Co-op. Our local employees are dedicated to providing a world-class customer experience to each of our Suwannee Valley Electric members. Make the switch today to Rapid Fiber Internet's 100% fiber to the home internet system. To learn more about Rapid Fiber Internet, visit rapid-fiber.com. Again, that's rapid-fiber.com or call 866-64-RAPID.
Back here in Tallahassee. In 3A Region 1, a lot of games going on tonight. You've got this one here in Tallahassee. Also, you've got Baker County at Bishop Kenny. We will play the winner. This game plays the winner of that game next Friday night. You've got Bay with the long road trip. They're over at Rains tonight. Menendez at Wakulla. That's the 5 and 4 seed matching up at the War Eagles home field.
Pretty interesting playoff matchups on a Friday night. Over here at Gene Cox Stadium, the Dogs in a 7-7 ball game against Godby. Boy, we're doing all kind of motion, all kind of movement, and Sykes will get set in the gun. Single back in the backfield, tall sweep to, I believe that's a feed. Boy, we get a big run. Now, that was old Fred Cook.
That was Cook.
Yeah, on the near side. Feeds mostly plays defense. Try to keep it straight. I ought to scratch him down.
Well, we talk about running by committee, so you've got to check your rosters. Like, who's got the ball?
Exactly.
And that time, number 16 had the football.
About 8 yards. Pretty good pickup for the Dogs. Offensive line getting the job done. Winning the line of scrimmage, that's what you got to do.
Picks up 8 yards on that carry. 2nd and 2 coming up.
Nose of the football right at the 40-yard line. Cougars in a 4-man front. Dogs up to the line of scrimmage. Shotgun formation. Single back in the backfield. Once again, handoff near side is Cook. And he bangs his way for the big first down up close to the 44.
And so far, Suwannee content to keep things on the ground. They've yet to go to the air. They've got a much improved passing game, and until Godby shows they can slow down this running attack, why not just keep at it?
Absolutely. They're doing a good job. Cooks kind of took a lick that time. He'll come off to the near sideline, shaking that like a stinger, maybe on the right side.
And MJ going to the far side. Also got Brooks out there as the tight end to the far side.
Starlin will be the lone back. He'll set up right behind Sykes. 2 receivers on the far side in a short slot. Handoff to Starling. Boy, does a nifty move across the 50, and he bangs his way and bullies his way all the way up to around the 47.
And Clay, that time, man, he looked like he knew what he was doing. He just sidestepped that would-be defender, and then he had a hole, and he hit that hard, and he moves it out close to another first down, but I think this one might be coming back here.
Well, I was wondering if they spotted him a little bit short. I thought he would get to the first down marker.
No, he didn't quite get. I thought he had it too. So I was thinking maybe there was a penalty out there, but no penalty flag. They'll give him an 8-yard pickup and bring up 2nd and 2.
Dogs out of the huddle up to the line of scrimmage. They go nose to nose with them old Cougars. Shotgun formation once again, single back. 2 receivers far side. We'll take the H back in the tight end and move them to the left side. Here's the snap, handoff to the left side. Starling will kick it outside. Starling a lot of running room, puts his own shoulder down, and pulls his way close to the 40. And somebody say, give him Dog a first down.
Yep, didn't get the first down on the previous carry. He got it that time. So Cooks ran the ball twice, and now Starling runs it a couple of times. Got another first down. Dogs into Cougar territory all the way down to the 41-yard line.
Well, you're getting some good blocking on offensive front, but I think that H-back is helping out. You got an offensive guard back there playing that position.
That's actually gives you 6 offensive linemen.
Oh, yeah.
Plus your tight end.
Same set for the Dogs. We're in the gun. And we'll do the same thing. We'll move the H-back, the tight end near side. That'll be the right side. 2 receiver set. Handoff this time to Starling. Tries to kick it outside. Boy, they got us pinned up. He's fighting, and he'll get his way across the 40 and up to the 39.
And that time saving the day for the Godby Cougars. Get his number. That was 37 that time. Just held on to his leg and wouldn't let go. So give Taryn Atkins credit that time, the strong safety.
Yeah, and if he doesn't come up and get him hemmed up, we might have picked up another 8 yards.
Yeah. As it was, we got a couple. 2nd down coming up.
Going forward, 2nd down, it's 8.
2nd and 8 for Suwannee. Up to the line of scrimmage. This time we're going to have a more or less naked backfield unless we do some shifting. Rawson will be on the near side. Got them all in tight on the other side. Rawson comes in motion, comes in front. This time we'll do a little nifty move, and he'll pitch it to Fryer in front of him. I guess you call that a pass. It's a forward pitch. I don't know, but we'll bang our way up close to the 35.
Yeah, I mean, technically that is a pass, but Fryer comes a little misdirection that time and gets a little shuttle pass there and is able to get the ball up to the 35-yard line. Third down coming up, and this is the first third down Suwannee has faced so far tonight.
Big third down situation for the Dogs. Facing that four-man front for Godby. See if they bounce in the 5. 2 wide receiver set to the near side. Bean, the H-back, he'll be set up on the far side. He'll come back to the near side. In the gun, awaiting the snap. They got a full blitz coming. We're going to do the quick pass to Rawson. Rawson up to the 30. Rawson runs over one Cougar, and then we get banged out of bounds, but we got a big old first down.
And Suwannee goes to the air, successful there. Got the ball to M.J. Rawson, and he did a little shake and bake after the catch, then picks up another Dog first down.
That was a pretty good play call right there. Good strategy. Get it to your playmaker, and he picks up the yardage you need. And Godby actually had their linebackers sucked in there. They had like 7 on the line of scrimmage when it was all said and done.
I mean, they got to do something to stop the run, so they load that box up, and Suwannee gets it outside quickly. And you're right. Nice play call there.
Lopez will go to the far side of the field. Got him in tight on the near side. That is our side, the visitor side.
Now in the backfield
will be the Wildcat. Rawson going to take it on the left side. Boy, looking for his big blocker, kind of got in his way. He gets hemmed up by some Cougars down there close to around the 23.
It's about the third time we've run that Wildcat look, and Godby starting to catch on just a little bit, but MJ able to get positive yards out of that carry. Picks up 3.
I think it was just a little slow to develop. The pulling guard got there about the same time Rawson did. If he could have had him a little bit in front of him, we'd have got that kick-out block. Second down situation for the Dogs of Suwannee. 7-7 ball game, 1:55 to go here in the first quarter. Fryer and Lopez will come to the near side. Rawson will be the lone back in the backfield behind Sykes, the quarterback. Boy, low snap this time, and Sykes picks it up. He's up to the 20, 15, and he'll bang his way close to the 10-yard line, and that's quick thinking by that young man behind the center.
No doubt about it. Ball was low, and what did he do? Sykes just picked it up. He said, I'm running with it. Yeah. And he had blockers in front of him, and he was able to pick up a big first down inside that Roundtree Moore Ford red zone, all the way down to the 12-yard line.
Dogs knocking on the Godby Cougar door once again. And I really think the Cougars were thinking that Rawson was getting the ball, and then somehow just Sykes showed that elusive speed.
Yeah, and Rawson helped throw a block.
Yeah, mercy. This time Starling will be the lone back. Shotgun situation. 2 receiver, got a low snap again, and boy, we can't keep doing that. But we're fighting, and maybe got it to the 11.
I don't know. One of those linemen just grabbed on to Sykes and took him with it. He said, come on, I think it was Hagedorn.
They'll at least give us the 11-yard line. We're not getting as good a forward.
That was pretty slick. I don't know what happened to the football, but it didn't come out right from the center, and it was on the ground, and Sykes picked it up. And then one of those linemen grabbed him and said, come on, let's get what we can.
Wow.
So we got a yard.
Second down and 9 for the Dogs of Suwannee from the 11-yard line. Shotgun formation. Everybody gets set. 2 wide receivers set. Looking, a lot of pressure. Throwing for the end zone. See on the side. Give them Dogs 6. And number 1, Lopez with the catch. He actually had to come back to the football and made a great play on it because we were under attack in the backfield.
Yeah, Thomas Sykes actually got hit as he was throwing the football, so the ball a little wobbly coming out. But Lopez made the adjustment as the ball is in the air and comes up with a touchdown.
Wow. Mercy. Huh. Must have been after the play.
Must have been on the celebration.
And I missed all of that. That's with 21 seconds to go here for the end of the first quarter.
And the extra point coming up here, going to assess the penalty on the kickoff for excessive celebration.
A.J. Hitt will attempt the extra point. Logan Brooks will be the holder, and that'll be set right at the 10. Here's a snap, a good one, down on the tee, end over end, and it is good.
And so the Suwannee Bulldogs take a 14-7 lead here on the road in the state playoff. How about that?
Wow.
Taking a look at some other playoff action tonight in Class 4A. You've got the Columbia High Tigers. They are the 8th seed in their region. They go on the road
to take on those Yellow Jackets of St. Augustine. In Class 2A, you've got Taylor County at Jacksonville Bowls. Battle of Bulldogs tonight over in Jayville. Also, the Villages in Stark to take on the Bradford County Tornadoes. In the rural division, Branford on the road at Hawthorne. That's going to be a tough one for the Bucks. I'm rooting for the Bucks, but those Hornets are tough. They're the number 1 seed. Lafayette County is at Cottondale tonight. Williston at Chiefland. Fort White travels to Jay. Holmes County at Union County. You've got Moorhaven at Madison. And then they've got a rural B tournament going on. Hamilton County on the road to Wildwood. You got Sneeds at Trenton tonight. And Weewa Hitchcock at Dixie County.
You got to love that name.
Weewa. Playoff action. I think everybody makes the playoffs these days.
Well, I was thinking, I thought we had an unsportsmanlike, but if so, we're just going to kick it from the floor.
Must have been a warning.
Maybe so. I was trying to see if number 6 returned. He's one of their returners, Vickers, after the injury, and hold everything.
And now a flag is down on the field, and that's going to be offsides against Suwannee is the early indication. So Suwannee will now have to move it back 5 yards and re-kick. If you're just tuning into the stream, the Suwannee Bulldogs with a 14-7 lead. They fell behind 7-0, but have come back with back-to-back touchdowns here. And lead 14. Of course, no lead is safe. We remember the last time we played these guys had to lead the entire game until the end of the game when Godby came from behind and beat us.
Yeah, didn't have it when it counted. I'm thinking that maybe Zero out there, Bentley, one of the captains for Godby. He'll be on the near hash, somewhere around the 15-yard line.
Yeah, that is. That's not number 0.
Oh, yeah. As Vickers usually is the return man. Hit puts a foot into it, high end over end kick. I think this one, wow. And they fumble it out of bounds at the 28. Tried to make a run and catch. And probably not a wise decision because they got it at 35.
No, but he got a good break there for it going out of bounds because that ball could have been just bouncing out there, and Suwannee was coming down in a hurry, but it got out of bounds, and Godby will maintain possession as they begin this drive. Godby down by 7 points in this ball game. 18 seconds on the clock here in the first quarter.
See what the Dog defense can do here. Probably come with a 4-man front. And we'll see if Godby goes to the air or they stick with number 8, Clark, in the backfield. Shotgun formation for Chambers. They go back in the backfield. That's Clark. And it's going to be Chambers. We're going to keep it straight ahead. We got him wrapped up, but boy, he's fighting his way up close to the 30-yard line.
And they've yet to go to a little bit surprising that they haven't gone to the air. One of the toughest passing attacks in North Florida, but so far they've kept it on the ground pretty much.
Yeah, they have.
As we come to the end of the first quarter of play with your score, Suwannee 14 and Godby 7. It's Bulldog Football on RiverCountrySports.com.
In the heart of the red zone is where the game is won, and you need a dealership that knows about scoring big. At Roundtree Moore Ford, we've scored this area's largest selection of new and pre-owned inventory. And right now, we're scoring rates as low as 0%. It's time to get out of the stands and score big in the Roundtree Moore Ford red zone. At Roundtree Moore Ford, the customer always wins. So make your next ride a touchdown at RoundtreeMoreFord.com today.
Do you have a valuable garment that requires professional and quality dry cleaning? Your jeans need heavy starch, your slacks need hemming, or your wedding gown needs preserving? Hop on over to one of the 5 convenient locations, Howard Street Dry Clean in Live Oak, Town & Country Dry Clean in Perry, Madison Cleaners in Madison, or one of the 2 Cloud Cleaner locations in Lake City. All 5 locations have a convenient full-service drive-thru to better serve you. Each visit is greeted with a smile by a friendly and knowledgeable staff member. When you pick up your items, your satisfaction is guaranteed. As always, your business is appreciated. Visit one of the 5 locations today to ensure you are dressed to impress.
It's Friday night dog ball here in Tallahassee, the Class 3A FHSAA playoffs, round number 1. Suwannee at Gene Cox Stadium here in Tallahassee, taking on the Godby Cougars. Right now, a 14-7 lead as we begin the second quarter of action.
Well, it's been a good one so far in the first quarter. See what happens here in the second. Godby has the football, nose of the football, just over the 30-yard line. They're facing second and a long 7. Dogs in a 4-man front. Shotgun formation for Chambers. Single back in the backfield. Looking quick pass for Simmons. He makes the catch, cuts to the inside, spins to the outside, gets hit, tackled, and ground in the turf right around the 35.5, maybe the 36.
And Suwannee didn't bite on that. He tried to give a little
move, a little spin around move, but Cooks was not to be fooled there and makes the tackle after the catch by number 3.
See what happens here because they're facing 3rd and short, maybe a long 2. Ball spotted at the 36-yard line. Cougars out of the huddle and up to the line of scrimmage. They go nose to nose with them old Bulldogs. We're in a 4-man front. Shotgun formation for Chambers. And Clark will be the lone back. Going to throw it again, looking down the field, looking, a lot of pressure, and he breaks that pressure. We hit him right at the 35, made him down at the 36. This should be 4th and 2.
Looks like going to be short of the first down. And we're fortunate because you had trips on the far side, and nobody was over that third receiver. He had safety help over the top, but I was a little worried if he could have found him. He had an open receiver for a first down. Instead, he had to scramble away from pressure, and he's going to come up short of this first down and bring up a 4th down.
Let's see if they're going to punt it or go for it. Now, like you say, it's just over the 36-yard line. He gained about a half a yard. And it looks like number 16 will come in. That's Jalen Rogue. He'll do the punting chores. He'll stand somewhere around the 24. We're only going to send one back deep this time. That'll be Rawson. He'll stand around the 30. See if we come after this. Here's the snap. We don't. We're going to set up the return. Boy, high spiraling kick. And Rawson didn't call for the fair catch, but he'll go to the turf at the 25. Boy, that was a beautiful kick.
And a beautiful catch back. I tell you what, just to make that catch is not easy in the lights like that. But MJ Rawson secures the football, and Suwannee will get it back at the 25-yard line. Back after this, Suwannee football on RiverCountrySports.com.
Everybody's always claiming to offer the top insurance, the lowest rate, blah, blah, blah. Well, cut the game and go to the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. Jeff is an independent agent, meaning he can shop around to get you the best price for the coverage you need. With access to major carriers like Auto Owners, Progressive, Travelers, and Mercury, stop with those cold 800 numbers. Discover the personal difference with the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. US 129 North in Live Oak. Call 364-2886 or visit JeffTippinsInsurance.com.
Dogs at the line of scrimmage. We're in the gun once again. Receiver set on either side. Looking at a 4-man front, maybe 5. Handoff to Starling. He'll take it straight ahead, and he'll fight his way up close to maybe the 33.5.
Yeah, it's getting a little bit tougher in the running game. It's Suwannee content to keep it on the ground. They keep churning up positive yardage. Godby has not been able to stop the run. Godby the 2 seed in this region. Suwannee the 7 seed as we get in the playoffs. But everybody's 0-0 as we come into Friday night action.
Starting over with a clean slate.
Exactly.
Give him a gain of close to 3. 2nd down and 7 for the old Dogs. We'll take the H-back in the tight end and move him to the far side of the field. 2 receivers set. Hand off to Starling. Boy, this time he gets hit in the backfield. Yeah. And like you say, they made a little of an adjustment. They had a 4-man front. They've been jumping into 5.
Yeah, they're stacking the boxes a little bit, just trying to stop that running game. And Suwannee may have to go to the air to keep things moving in a positive direction here as we ended up losing a little bit of yardage on that carry.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to bring up a 3rd down on about 8.
Yeah, I was kind of liking a pass play on that 2nd down play, loosen up that defense a little. Dogs out of the huddle and up to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers set on either side. We're in the gun once again. Single back in the backfield. Now Rawson will come in motion in front of the quarterback. Kind of flare his way out. A lot of pressure. Throws across the middle. Lopez. Lopez to the 40. To the 45. To the 50. Somebody say the 45 to 40. Somebody say the 45. Before them Cougars drag him down. Somebody say give them Dogs a big first down.
And it's just unbelievable how Sykes was able to get rid of the football and put the ball on the money into the hands of Lopez. And then the yards after the catch by Noah Lopez. And a big first down. But Godby was on top of that quarterback. I thought they had him. And somehow he got that pass away. And Lopez, woo!
And he caught it between 2 defenders and still got yards after the catch.
Man, Dogs looking good. All business here on this Friday night.
Got it down to the 35-yard line. 1st and 10.
After that pass play, let's see if they go back to the ground here and pound it just a little bit.
2 receivers far side of the field.
Yep.
Hand off to Starling. He'll come to the near side. He loosened up a little. Starling bangs his way up close to the 30, maybe across it just a little bit.
I remember in that last matchup, Suwannee ran for about 250 yards against this club. So Dogs know they can move the football on the ground. Don't know who's going to get the football, but that offensive line doing a nice job in it.
They really are.
5-yard pickup, 2nd and 5 here for Suwannee.
See if the Cougars stay with the 5-man front. Usually they wait till we come to the line of scrimmage, and they'll take one of their backers or their defensive ends and move them to either side. Yep, 5-man front, and the corner's up on the line of scrimmage. We'll take the H-back and the tight end, move them near side. This time Rawson will take the football, got lead blockers. They got us by, they're trying to strip the ball. He won't go down, but if we get the forward progress they got, we should get to the 26.
And nice job by MJ to hold on to that football. They were trying to pry it out of there, and he wasn't going to let that happen. And the pickup is good for about 4 yards, brings up a 3rd and short coming up, about 3rd and 1.
Will be for the Dogs. They're looking to the near sideline. See what we call here. We just run straight at them, but last time they did that, they brought the backers. We threw the quick pass to the outside. See what the Dogs do here. Rawson will be the receiver. He's in tight on the near side. Single receiver, far side of the field. Now Rawson will come in motion, and another quarterback keeper. We'll take it. We'll get some good blocks. We'll bang our way just inside the 20-yard line, and them Dogs got another first down.
And that time, just a direct snap. That was a design running play that time, not a scramble play, but Seitz just took the football. He had MJ in there as an extra blocker, and the hole opened up, and he was able to get a first down, 1st and 10 Suwannee as they move the chains.
I like the play calling.
And inside that Roundtree Moore Ford red zone once again, down to the 19-yard line.
Lopez will be in man coverage on the outside on the far hash. Rawson to the near side. We're in the gun. Rawson comes in motion, and we do a little play action, looking for Rawson in the flats. We got it there. He makes the catch. It's for the yard line.
And did you see that dog hop over that cat?
Wow.
What a move. MJ Rawson.
Looks like he was jumping hurdles.
Man, he did. He went airborne, and I thought he was going to get to the end zone, but there was another Godby Cougar back there to stop that from happening. But it's 1st and goal Suwannee.
And that wasn't no easy catch. Kind of behind him, over his
he just made it look easy.
Shoulder, yeah. Mercy. Dogs knocking on the Cougar door. In the gun once again. Here we go. Quarterback run. Got a lead blocker. Boy, they come across the line of scrimmage and pin us back there at the 10-yard line.
Yeah, that was Devin Anderson that time coming up and making the play. Again, direct snap there to MJ. But nothing doing on that running play. He ends up losing a few. And ball back to the 10-yard line. So it's going to be 2nd and goal from there.
Yeah, and they came across the line of scrimmage in a hurry once they saw what was happening. MJ will stay in as the Wildcat. He'll stand at the 15. In the gun. Starlin will be to his left. Lopez out here. And it's going to be Rawson once again. Cuts it to the inside. He gets stood up right around the 9 and driven backwards.
And the ball may have come loose.
They did. And it looks like the Cougars are going to have it all the way out to the 30. Somehow it came loose.
Yeah, he'd been securing that football pretty good, but that time a little insecure in that ball security, and the ball comes loose, and Godby comes up with it, and just like that, the game can turn around.
Yeah, it doesn't take much, and it did. I was trying to see if the ground caused the fumble. I wanted to replay, but we don't have one.
Yeah, we thought we're working on that. We still hadn't got there.
But it was hard to tell anyway with his back to us.
Well, Godby gets a break and takes over possession of the football. Back after this, Suwannee Football and RiverCountrySports.com.
Your one-stop auto shop, J&W Automotive. At J&W, you can buy a car. They've got a great selection to choose from. At J&W, you can get your car fixed. They provide complete vehicle repair. At J&W, they do paint and body work. Yeah, plus tires, front-end alignments, AC work, computer diagnostics. They cut and program keys. They are truly your one-stop, all-in-one automotive shop. J&W Automotive. Highway 129 North in Live Oak. Online at jwautos.com.
Back here in Tallahassee, and Godby has the football at the 30-yard line. Dogs still lead 14-7, but thought we were about to go up 2 scores.
Yeah, I was looking for that 21-7 score, but that did not. Cougars with the football after the turnover right at the 30. Chambers in the gun, single back in the backfield. Hand off that single back, take it right out the middle, and they'll cause a 40. Out into the open field, and oh my, across the 40. 35-30. Rawson will be the only one, maybe in number 27, catches him at around the 15.
Yeah,
that was number 8 once again. He had that long run for the touchdown early.
Yeah, finally caught up to him, Kyle Brown, making the tackle along with M.J. Rawson. But, boy, this game turned around in a hurry. They scored first on one play. Suwannee came back, and it's been all dogs from there. But Suwannee had a first and goal, couldn't get the ball in the end zone, coughed it up, and now Godby, they're inside that Roundtree 4-4 red zone down to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, knocking on the Suwannee door. And the thing about that, it happens so quickly. You have all the momentum, think you're going to go up by 2 scores, and they got the ball and knocking on our door.
Tonight's game in the 2024 FHSAA Class 3 Football Championships is sponsored by the Florida High School Athletic Association. The FHSAA is a democratic organization with a membership of more than 800 middle and senior high schools, all committed to ensuring that Florida student athletes can compete fairly and equitably in an educational environment. The Florida High School Athletic Association, building leaders through teamwork, sportsmanship, and citizenship.
They had the injured player, and he may have had some cramps. That number 8 over there that they were helping up, I think. I'm not 100% sure. Those numbers are hard to read. They blend.
They are. They've got the black jerseys and the blue numbers, and it's kind of hard to pick up from way up here. You can probably see them better on the stream, especially if you get a big screen.
Yeah.
All right, 15-yard line. Dog defense needs to dig in.
This time, the quarterback, Chambers, he'll be in the gun. And it is a different running back in there. Have to check that number.
0.
He'll be behind him, number 0, and that's Bentley. He'll take it to the left side, finds a little hole, stutter steps to the left, still on his feet, bangs his way inside the 10, still on his feet, and they hadn't blown the whistle yet. They finally do.
They finally blow the whistle. Had a big scrum, almost looked like rugby out there. Yeah, they switched the running back that time. They go with Bentley. Another one of their playmakers.
Clark was really the injured player that went off the field, I think, at the end of that last play where he had that long run. But it looked like he just had some cramps.
And now we get a timeout on the field.
Yeah.
All right, 4:04 left to go until halftime. 14-7 Suwannee. And Godby threatening when we come back. It's Bulldog football on RiverCountrySports.com.
Man, I'm getting eaten out of house and home here.
Oh, do you have teenagers?
No, termites.
Don't you have Live Oak Pest Control termite protection?
Nah, I've been doing my own pest control for years. Learned how on the internet.
I see that's working for you. Maybe you should call Live Oak Pest Control.
Who's your pest specialist? Call Live Oak Pest Control at 386-362-BUGS, 386-362-2847, or visit liveoakpestcontrol.com. No worries. That was just a shed.
Suwannee Bulldog football here on RiverCountrySports.com. We appreciate you tuning in to the stream and appreciate all of our sponsors for making this possible.
2nd and 3. Y'all defense has got to hunker down right here.
A hunker here.
Ball at around the 8-yard line. Chambers will be in the gun. Single back in the backfield. It'll be Bentley. Demetrius Bentley. He'll be behind him. 2 wide receivers set on either side. Suwannee in a 4-man front. Long snap count. And he's checking off at the line of scrimmage. Is Chambers. See what they do here. A long snap count. Here's the snap. And quick pass, fade pattern into the corner of the end zone. He was out of bounds. And made the catch.
Yeah, we had nice tight coverage out there. And a good job by Suwannee. Had number 14 on the coverage for the Dogs.
And that's what he saw. He saw that
Zion
man.
Walker.
Yeah, that man coverage out there. And he said, hey, we're going to throw just a fade in the corner of the end zone. But he didn't. Ran out of room.
3rd down then.
In Canadian football, it would have been a touchdown. Here we go, Dogs. 3rd down. We'll call it about 3 for the Cougars knocking on our door. Chambers, he'll be in the gun. Single back in the backfield. That's Bentley. And they were trying to get us to jump off side. I don't know if the lineman, I guess if he's not in a stance.
They all just kind of stood up. And Suwannee didn't bite on that.
No. See what they do here. Chambers in the gun. Here's the snap. Handoff to Bentley. He'll bring it to the right side. Bentley sees the end zone 5, and he gets the 1st down. We might have driven him out of bounds right around the 2.
He didn't get in, but he did achieve the 1st down, so it's going to be 1st and goal. Had him at 3rd and 3. They ain't going to allow him that 1st down there on the running play. as he got to the outside and tried to get to that end zone, but didn't quite get there.
Yeah, they pretty good running play that time, and they got their blocking on this near side. And I think we thought the quarterback had the ball going the other way. He did not.
The ball is inside the 1 yard line.
No dogs. We could use a turnover. Direct snap to the quarterback. It's his hitting ball. Wow. Hold on. They stopped the play because we hit him too hard.
I think they're saying Suwannee called timeout. Is that right?
I hope we didn't.
Suwannee called timeout. The ball was on the ground, had a chance to come up with a turnover. Watson looks like he's still down on the ground, and you mean to tell me that play never happened?
Nah, it never happened. I mean, we hammered the quarterback. Hammered him, and the ball came, and we might would have fell on the football. I don't know.
Apparently, we called a timeout right before that. All right, we'll take a timeout back after this. Suwannee football on rivercountrysports.com.
Do you have a valuable garment that requires professional and quality dry cleaning? Your jeans need heavy starch, your slacks need hemming, or your wedding gown needs preserving? Hop on over to one of the 5 convenient locations, Howard Street Dry Clean in Live Oak, Town & Country Dry Clean in Perry, Madison Cleaners in Madison, or one of the 2 Cloud Cleaner locations in Lake City. All 5 locations have a convenient full-service drive-thru to better serve you. Each visit is greeted with a smile by a friendly and knowledgeable staff member. When you pick up your items, your satisfaction is guaranteed. As always, your business is appreciated. Visit one of the 5 locations today to ensure you are dressed to impress.
Breath out of him for a little bit.
Yeah, Kyler Watson is the injured Suwannee player right now, and I'm hoping that he just fell on the football and, got the breath knocked out of him. But the trainers are down working on him, and we've got silence on the Suwannee side. Boy, don't need to lose him. Already lost his brother.
Yeah.
Out with injury, and Kyler's been having a great season.
Well,
he's really coming into his own. He's become our sack leader.
He has.
He's one of our top tacklers from that defensive end spot, and now they get him up. And let's hope he just had the breath knocked out of him. He's walking off on his own power. And I'm breathing a sigh of relief.
Oh, yeah. If you look at the Suwannee sideline, it's like the walking wounded if you look at crutches and shoulder slings and things like that.
They don't need any more injuries.
Well, I don't know if we can beg for that turnover 2 plays in a row. But
man, we had it there.
Yeah. Had the timeout.
All right, they got 1st and goal for the 1, inside the 1.
Bentley will be the lone back. The quarterback will be Chambers. I thought he was going to move Bentley to the left side, but he did not do that. Got their little 8-back right at the line of scrimmage. Here's the snap. Chambers just runs in there untouched to the end zone, and the Cougars tack on 6 points.
Yeah, you can't really call that a quarterback sneak when he goes in standing up. That was a quarterback run. And that'll tie things up if they get this extra point here. 3:43 showing on the second quarter clock.
Need to block the extra point.
14-13 at this point.
And the kicker for them, Meza Zalay.
I'm glad you had to say that now. Nice job.
I may have to make up a nickname. JMZ.
There you go.
To attack the extra point. High snap down on the tee, and he hits it through.
And we're all tied up at 14 with 3:43 left to go here until the half. It's Suwannee football on rivercountrysports.com.
Rapid Fiber Internet's locally owned and operated, powered by Suwannee Valley Electric Co-op. Our local employees are dedicated to providing a world-class customer experience to each of our Suwannee Valley Electric members. Make the switch today to Rapid Fiber Internet's 100% fiber to the home internet system. To learn more about Rapid Fiber Internet, visit rapid-fiber.com. Again, that's rapid-fiber.com or call 866-64-RAPID.
Well, it's Friday night dog ball here in Tallahassee, and the Suwannee Bulldogs and Godby Cougars are going head-to-head here and all tied up at 14. Godby struck first, had a 7-0 lead. Suwannee came back with 2 scores and went up 14-7, was about to go up 21-7, but they coughed the ball up, and Godby came back and was able to tie this ball up. And now let's see if Suwannee can grab a lead before the half. 3:43 left to go until halftime. Plenty of time for Sykes and that offense to get things moving.
Yeah, it will be. And you have to think about it. That all happened over a turnover where we were knocking on their door.
Yeah, had a 1st and goal.
Yeah, we did. And, of course, the teams got on the wrong sides when they were setting up, so the officials switch them back around. And we'll get on the north end of the field, and they'll be kicking, Godby will, from south to north. See if they do a squib or onside. No, he's going to kick it back deep, and it will be Fryer. Retrieve it right at the 8-yard line. Fryer up the 20, 25 to 30, right up the middle of the field. Horse collared and drugged down right around the 36 or 37.
And no flags on the play, and that looks like where Suwannee will start out at about the 37-yard line.
Pretty good return. I mean,
yeah,
we kind of hope they kick it out of bounds and get a free 35 without making a licking.
I'll take that field position. Fryer hit that hard. I mean, he saw the little opening, and it wasn't much of a crease, but he went for it. And I thought for a minute there was going to be a flag and a horse collar, but no flag on the play. 1st and 10, Suwannee. They've got plenty of time here, a little over 3.5 to go here in the quarter.
See if we can keep this dog offense cranked up. Drive it down the football field. See if Godby sticks with a 5-man front. And they will, maybe a little more than 5. Shotgun formation, 4 sides. Single back in the backfield. And that'll be Cooks. Toss sweep to Cooks. He does a little spin move. It does not work, and we'll be banged to the turf. Probably about 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they just had more numbers over there than we did. More cats than dogs on that toss sweep. So nowhere to go for number 16.
Yeah, we'll lose about 3 yards on the play.
Also about 2 yards for the Bulldogs. Second.
See what the Dogs can do here. We've been trying to run the football, but they bounced in that 5- and 6-man front. See what we do here. 2 receivers to the far side of the field, 2 to the near side, single back in the backfield. Looking at a 5-man front, a little bit of pressure. We hand it off to Starling. Starling does a little spin move at the 35 and falls forward to the 37. That's the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, might have got it back to the original line, but not much after that. And now a timeout is going to be called by Godby. They're thinking they're going to get a chance to put points on the board here if Suwannee can achieve the first down on this 3rd down play coming up.
Yeah, it'll be a 3rd and 10 for Suwannee.
And so I would expect Suwannee to go to the air. So far, the passing game has worked on the quick passes. They've getting pressure back there, and if Sykes can get rid of the football quickly, it's been effective. But hadn't had a lot of time to sit back there and look for a 2nd or 3rd receiver.
Well, I'm just saying, if you look at the 2 passes that Lopez caught, but on both of those, we were almost in the grass. I mean, we were being hit as we threw the football. And that was for a little bit longer pass pattern. To see what the Dogs do here, they're all huddled up on the near side. This 3rd and 10, we really need to get.
Yeah, need to pick this up and keep the ball out of the Cougars' hands. With their passing game, they can strike in a hurry. And let's see if Suwannee can keep this drive alive.
Dogs up to the line of scrimmage, kind of all in tight. And it will be Rawson. He'll be the quarterback. And now we'll do a lot of movement. And he won't be the quarterback. And that'll be Sykes. He'll be in the gun. Single back in the backfield. That started. High snap, looking. And wow, we're going to get hammered as we throw the football, and it'll be incomplete.
And we got a break. If that's an incomplete pass and not an intentional grounding, we got a huge break there because he was inside the tackle box.
He was looking for the back, flaring out of the backfield.
Okay, we'll go with that. A receiver in the area?
Somewhere.
Incomplete pass. And I just talked about that. You just don't have the time to set anything up.
Yeah.
And
you're saying there wasn't a white jersey inside?
Well, I'm not the official, but I'll take it. 4th down, then we're going to have to kick it away.
And our punter, A.J. Hitt, will stand right around the 23. Boy, low snap, and it gets by him, and see if he can kick it. He runs to the outside, and we're trying to get a block in. He finally kicks it. A low liner, they touched it. See if we can get on it. And it's kicked out of bounds by Godby right around the 44, 45-yard line.
Well,
luckily.
Yeah, folks, you saw that yourself. I mean,
I can't explain
that's hard to explain. But it was a bad snap back there to AJ, and he picked it up. I thought he was going to run for it, and then he ended up stopping it, and he did get the kickoff, and the ball bounced around like a pinball, and finally went out of bounds, and Godby was going to get a break there. Because Suwannee could have come up with that loose football.
Yeah, if we could have pounced on it, we'd have had it back. Because I saw it hit the Godby player somewhere around the 35. And one of their players, I think, smartly kicked it out of bounds. I don't know if that's legal or not. I don't know the rules. But Godby does have the
away
football.
with it.
Yeah, and they got it at the 45-yard line, outside of the field. 2:31 to go here in the first quarter. We're all tied up. Shotgun formation for Chambers looking, quick pass, complete all the way up to the 35-yard line and a first down.
Yeah, and they're going to go to their 2-minute offense, and with 2:26 left to go until halftime, and this passing game has been worrying me. They've been keeping the ball on the ground for the most part, but now they're going to go to the air, and they can move the football in a hurry. They get a first down.
Yeah, not take any time off the clock. We need just a little bit of pressure. Chambers will be in the gun. We got 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side of the field. We got safety help underneath, but we're back off the line of scrimmage. Throws a little out pattern, complete to number 21. He'll get out of bounds close to the first down marker, but maybe a yard shy.
And, I mean, he was just uncovered. Nobody had him. He had, like you said, you had safety help over the top, but underneath, I mean, he's just wide open and able to achieve pretty good yardage. He gets out of bounds, stops the clock, 2:19 left to go until halftime.
That was Gerald Hall on the reception.
Picked up 9 yards there.
He hadn't thrown the bunion tonight, and he kind of played a big part in the last game. He'll be one of the receivers on the far side. Trips over there. Dogs in a 4-man front. Chambers in the gun. He'll stand right around the 31. Single back in the backfield. And he's going to change the play at the line of scrimmage. Here he is looking, going to roll that way, but hand it off underneath. We hit number 8. He's to the 20, to the 15, 10, a lot of speed. We turn him topsy-turvy at the 5. He'll fall forward to the 4. And once again, Kason Clark has had big yardage.
Jeremy Webb makes the tackle downfield, but I thought Kyler Watson was going to get him. Tyler was in there, and he was actually coming hard and just missed him. He got by him and had plenty of running room outside and got the ball all the way down inside the 5-yard line.
Well, I think we thought, like I was thinking, they were going to throw that little fade pattern again when he changed it at the line of scrimmage. No, it was a handoff to Clark on the right side. Shotgun formation for Chamber. Single back in the backfield. Suwannee still in the 4-man front. Number 0, Bentley gets the ball. Left side, gets some good blocks, and spun around, looking for the goal line, falls forward. And I'm waiting for an indication.
And I think he was stopped just short, apparently.
Maybe the half-yard line or the 1-foot yard.
Yeah. Seemed like we were just here, weren't we?
Yes, we were.
Second and goal at the inch line.
Mercy.
Yeah, same play before now. Don't call timeout this time. Let's get the turnover.
Yeah, we want the bump.
Travis Feed comes off a little gimpy there. Hopefully he's going to be okay.
Yeah, one of them backers for the old dogs. Godby out of the huddle, up to the line of scrimmage. They go nose to nose with them Bulldogs. We got to get in there tight. We still got a 4-man front. Shotgun formation for Chambers. Bentley will be the lone back. It's going to be the quarterback. Once again, he walks into the end zone. We'll call it for 1 yard out.
Yeah.
You're not stopping that with a 4-man front.
No. They're playing a goal line stand, weren't we?
Yeah.
Okay. And still 48 seconds left to go until halftime. But, boy, this game turned around in a hurry.
Oh, it did.
Suwannee about to go up 2 scores, and suddenly we find ourselves on the wrong end of the scoreboard.
Well, we can hope it's for a blocked extra point right now. Ozalea attempt the extra point, and if we can kick it a mile, then it's good.
And Godby will retake the lead now. They had a 7-0 lead early. Then Suwannee came back, tied it up, and then went up 14-7. And we're tied at 14, and now it's 21-14 Godby. As we are approaching halftime. I want to remind you to stay tuned at halftime. We've got our player spotlight brought to you by Hunter Abercrombie, your Edward Jones Financial Advisor in Live Oak. And also don't miss the Bulldog Bark coming up at halftime with Keith Hunter. That is brought to you by Morgan Tree and Debris.
Mercy.
The FHSAA is now on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. You can tweet them, you can like them, you can tag them on your social platforms by searching for FHSAA. Keep up with teams and people who strive to make high school athletics in the state of Florida the best. Be a fan of it all by following them on social media at FHSAA.
Old kicker will tee it up at the 40-yard line. Old JMZ. Back deep for the Dogs, MJ Rawson. And they're going to kick it right to Rawson. He'll get it right at the 9-yard line. Rawson up to the 15, to the 20. Cuts to the outside, to the 25, to the 30. He gets banged out of bounds right around the 33 or 34-yard line.
All right, you've got 40 seconds left to go. And let's see what Suwannee does here with 40 seconds to play until the half.
Yeah, and Godby's about the only team that's really not scared to kick it deep to us, or so far.
Yeah, I mean, so far, and Rothschild and Fryer both had nice returns, but haven't been able to break one for a touchdown.
3.4 seconds. Right.
Let's see if Suwannee plays this thing conservatively or we decide to air it out.
Well, we got 40 seconds left on the clock before the end of the first half. We trail by 7. Could have been up by 2 scores, down by 1.
Should have been.
Shotgun formation for Sykes. 2 receivers set on either side with H back in there. Hopefully we get the blocks. Low snap, quick pass to Fryer. Fryer does a little dipsy-doodle move and gets banged out of bounds close to the 35.
And the clock stopped 33 seconds left to go, so that play only took 7 seconds. Didn't pick up a whole lot of real estate there, but he did get out of bounds.
Maybe a yard to the 34.
Yeah, actually,
None.
really no gain.
Ross going to be to the near side. Fryer, Lopez, and Brooks. Brooks been a little quieter tonight. He's on the far side of the field. Shotgun formation. Better get all your blocks. 3-man front, and we're going to toss it down the field. And we just overthrows Fryer, who was in double cover, but he had a step on his defender.
Incomplete pass, and again, not a lot of time back there for Thomas Sykes. He's throwing his timing off just a bit as they get pressure on him. If he'd have had just another second there, maybe 2, he'd have had a more accurate pass.
They only had a 3-man rush that time, but when it was taking a little while, the 2 backers on the outside that was fine, number 4 for us, Sykes, he came up on him, then we had to toss it down the field. 3rd and 10 for the Dogs this Suwannee. In the gun once again, 2 receivers set on either side. Single back in the backfield, that'll be Starlin, looking at a 4-man front this time. Here's the staff, and handoff to Starlin. He'll take it right up the middle, runs into a couple of Cougars, a little spin move, and fights his way up close to the 38.
And let's see if Godby uses a timeout here. They do. They quickly call a timeout. It's going to bring up a 4th down, and Suwannee's going to have a decision to make. They punt it away, 17 seconds left to go, or you try to pick up this 1st down and burn that time off the clock.
Or a punt Rooski.
Yeah. I don't know about that. The line of scrimmage will be the 38-yard line. So you got a 4th down and 6 that Suwannee is facing with 17 seconds left to go until the half.
See if Godby's out of timeouts. We'd have to get the 1st down, or we'd be in trouble.
Got a big event coming up in Wellborn. The Wellborn Fall Festival Chili Cook-Off Car, Truck, Motorcycle, and ATV Show is to raise money for Toys for Tots. That'll be at the Wellborn Community Center, Andrews Square, downtown Wellborn, November 30th from 7:30 to 2 p.m. Don't miss that. Bunch of family fun for a great cause. We're going to punt.
Yeah, we are. And the last one was a something. A good snap this time and hit. We'll get it away. Bentley will be back around the 30. He retrieves the football. Got some running room to the near side. Touch back to the other side. And it looks like he's got a whole field in front of him. Up to the 45, the 50, the 40. It's going to be the kicker, and a couple of Dogs pound him at the 30-yard line, but time runs out in the first half unless they stopped it early.
Yeah, and Watson down at the other end. He pulled something on that down there with coverage, and he's hobbling just a little bit.
0.
And that is going to be halftime with your score. Godby 21, Suwannee 14. We're at the half. It's Suwannee football here on RiverCountrySports.com.
Everybody's always claiming to offer the top insurance, the lowest rate, blah, blah, blah. Well, cut the game and go to the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. Jeff is an independent agent, meaning he can shop around to get you the best price for the coverage you need. With access to major carriers like Auto Owners, Progressive, Travelers, and Mercury, stop with those cold 800 numbers. Discover the personal difference with the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. US 129 North in Live Oak. Call 364-2886 or visit JeffTippinsinsurance.com. When you're in the market for a home or vacant property to build that dream home on, contact Pool Realty of Live Oak. They can also help locate commercial real estate for your business venture. Pool Realty has a full team of professional and caring real estate brokers and agents, so always think Pool Realty of Live Oak to help you find the perfect home or property in Suwannee or surrounding counties. Pool Realty, a proud supporter of Suwannee Bulldog football and rivercountrysports.com.
Hey Bulldogs, let the UPS store of Live Oak handle all of your packing and shipping needs. The UPS store of Live Oak also offers mailboxes, printing, faxing, scanning. We also offer notary services and shredding services as well. Stop by your local UPS store. There's help in here. Real help. The UPS store, proud sponsors of Suwannee Bulldog football on rivercountrysports.com. Do you need tree service? Morgan Tree and Debris provides you with quality and affordable tree service in Live Oak and surrounding communities. Morgan Tree and Debris is a full-service and tree company. Tree trimming, tree removal, firewood, stump grinding, storm cleanup, debris removal. Contact Morgan Tree and Debris at 386-249-0472. That's Morgan Tree and Debris, 386-249-0472 for all of your tree service needs.
It's time now for a Bulldog Player Spotlight, brought to you by Hunter Abercrombie, your Edward Jones financial advisor in Live Oak. Hunter Abercrombie and Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC. And good evening, everyone. Time now for Player Spotlight here on rivercountrysports.com. I've got a couple of the big dogs here with me, a couple of linemen. I've got number 51, Brody Bean, down at the end, and number 54, Lorenzo Lee. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Y'all don't look big enough to be linemen. What? I mean, I'm just thinking, usually your linemen are big old fat guys. You know?
Yes, sir.
Y'all more muscle, more quickness.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
That's right.
Tell me about, I'll start with you, Lorenzo. Tell me about your play. You're a junior. What have you thought about this season as far as what you have done and what you can improve on?
Just
Just assessing your play, you know? Do you feel like you've reached your potential?
No, sir. No, sir. Never. There's
think-
always room for more improvement
Okay.
in everything that you can do.
How has it been as far as, the offensive line, from summer workouts all the way through the season and just the grind and everything? Tell me a little bit about that.
Oh, it's been great. I love working with those guys, and I just enjoy the brotherhood that we have. We all trust each other, and we all love each other.
And it's something that'll never be taken away. As you get to be old like me, you'll look back on those high school days,
Yes, sir.
people always talk about those were the days, and you don't realize it during those days, but someday you're going to look back and you'll always have that brotherhood.
Yes, sir.
So that's a pretty cool thing. All right, Brody, tell me about your play this year. How would you assess?
I started the year off. Well, last year I played JV. I was a little down about that one. I busted my tail over the summer, hurt my knee. I was out for the first 3 games.
Yeah.
And I came back, got back to playing, and then I think I've played nowhere near where I need to be playing. I'm not at my peak yet, but
you can get better.
Yes, sir. Obviously.
What do you think about that? I guess I call it an H-back. I'm not sure where you're just off the line and as
Yes,
that
sir.
extra offensive lineman blocking. How do you like that role?
I love that.
Do you?
That's my favorite.
That's a physical role. And sometimes you're over there and I notice, they'll put you on the left side and it looks like the play's coming that way and it'll be misdirection. So,
Yes, sir.
but
That's all
yeah.
part of the game plan.
Yeah. Would you rather do that or would you rather pull?
Well, I like pulling as a H-back.
Yeah. Okay. Because, as a lineman, so you're up on the line and you're just in that, and you're a pulling guard. That's one thing. But when you're lined up as the H-back, it's a different approach.
Okay.
Yeah. You think you're going to get a carry maybe one time this year?
I don't think this year. Hopefully next year I can talk Gaddy into doing it.
Okay. What about playing on the defensive side of the ball? Have you had any time over there, or do you want to?
So at the beginning of the year I did play. Last time against Godby I played, and I think that was the last because I hurt my ankle that next week in practice.
Yeah.
So I didn't play against Applin. And then they kind of kept me off of defense for that reason.
Yeah.
But I'm playing defense this week.
Yeah.
Against Godby.
But we're going to need you. And you remember the matchup the first time around, we should have beat these guys. So
Okay.
this is another chance. I'm going to ask you both this question. How do you feel about
our team, just confidence-wise, as we head into this? I'll start with you, head into the playoffs.
Oh, I feel very confident. I think we can have a really good run this year.
In the teams that we've lost to, Wakulla and Godby and Baker and Bishop Kenny, I mean, those are games that all could have been won. And, I'm looking at a region, and I'd love to get another crack at some of those guys.
Yeah, all of the games that we played this whole year, we've been in every single game. We just got to find a way to finish.
You agree?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I feel like if we get offense, defense, and special teams fully focused and locked in, I think we can go far in this playoff.
Okay, good deal. I always ask this question, so I'm going to ask you guys, how are things going away from football in the classroom? With your personal lives, everything good?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's going good. I can't complain where I'm at right now in life.
Okay. Girls chasing you, is that a problem?
Not for me.
No. Okay. But now I know you're only a junior, but you're on course, heading into your senior year. Have you thought about playing sports or playing football past high school?
Yes, sir. If I get offered, then that's where I'm going. But I plan on going to college and then commission as an officer in the Navy, become a pilot. So,
Really?
yes, sir.
Awesome. Would you rather do Navy than Air Force?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm ex-Navy. Not as an officer, but still, go Navy. Awesome. What about you, Lorenzo? What are your plans?
I'm willing to let football take it as far as it'll take me. So if it'll take me to college and whatnot, and maybe NFL, then I'll definitely go with it. But if not, I plan on being a welder when I graduate.
Okay. Welder, that's awesome.
Yes, sir.
I'm always going to need that. If you could pick a dream school, what team do you root for?
Florida State.
Florida State, you're an FSU? How about you having a good time this year?
I'm loving it.
Okay. What about you, brother?
I'm a Gator fan.
Gators?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But now if it came down to Gator or the Naval Academy, where would you go?
At Naval Academy, 100%. The education there it's the best in the nation.
They're having a pretty good year football-wise. It didn't look great against Notre Dame, and they lost 2, but they bounced back against USF this past week. But that Army-Navy game is going to be pretty special this year.
I can't wait for it.
I know. I'm looking forward to that as well. Before I let you go, anybody you guys want to say hello to might be watching the stream?
I don't know right now.
Okay.
Let me think for a second.
All right.
I like to shout out my mom and dad. I wouldn't be where I would be in life without them. I can't ask for any better.
Yeah.
Any better parenting.
No, you got a good family. I know most of them.
Yes, sir. Now that I think about it, I also want to shout out my parents. They've done everything they can do for me, and I'm just really grateful.
Well, listen, I enjoyed talking to you guys. Want to wish you good luck. Any final words? Anything you want to ask me or anything? Want to ask each other? Nothing?
Good.
Okay. All right, just checking. All right. Well, have a great second half, and just appreciate you guys and keep doing what you're doing.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Tonight's Player Spotlight was brought to you by Hunter Abercrombie, your Edward Jones financial advisor in Live Oak. Hunter Abercrombie at Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Are you new to investing and not sure where to begin? Start by looking for a financial advisor who will offer you a strategy personalized for you and your family. One who will be there as your life and financial situation changes. I'm Hunter Abercrombie, your Live Oak Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner together to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today at 386-364-3699. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Need to paint? Call the pros at Charles Bean Painting. They'll paint it, they'll have it looking good. Whether it's outside your home or business or inside, they do texturing, drywall repair, plus pressure cleaning. Call for a free estimate. 386-209-7381. Licensed and insured, family owned and operated, serving the area over 30 years. Charles Bean Painting, LLC. Remember, it hasn't been painted till it's bean painting. 209-7381.
All right, hey Bulldog fans, when you're hungry, we can satisfy that appetite at Beef O'Brady's of Live Oak. Come dine with us during, before, or after the ball game. We feature big screen TVs, so you won't miss any of the big events. At Beef O'Brady's, check out our game room featuring pool tables and games for the kids. Stop by Beef O'Brady's for some good food, good sports, and good games.
Do you have a valuable garment that requires professional and quality dry cleaning? Your jeans need heavy starch, your slacks need hemming, or your wedding gown needs preserving? Hop on over to one of the 5 convenient locations, Howard Street Dry Clean in Live Oak, Town & Country Dry Clean in Perry, Madison Cleaners in Madison, or one of the 2 Cloud Cleaner locations in Lake City. All 5 locations have a convenient full-service drive-thru to better serve you. Each visit is greeted with a smile by a friendly and knowledgeable staff member. When you pick up your items, your satisfaction is guaranteed. As always, your business is appreciated. Visit one of the 5 locations today to ensure you are dressed to impress.
The Bulldog Bark on rivercountrysports.com is brought to you by Morgan Tree and Debris.
Hi, I'm Keith Hunter, and this is the Bulldog Bark. Tonight on the Bulldog Bark, we take a closer look at River Country Sports. River Country Sports was founded on the shared vision of Clifford Gwynn and Wayne Luttrell, who aspired to redefine the broadcasting of high school sports and community events. Their vision took shape with the first live broadcast of Suwannee varsity football on May 16, 2024 for the annual spring game at Paul Langford Stadium, marking the beginning of a new chapter. Since that initial broadcast, River Country Sports has seen rapid growth with over 25,000 viewers and 650 subscribers. This remarkable support comes from our dedicated viewers, community, and sponsors. Clifford and Wayne wear numerous hats at River Country Sports. Clifford oversees all broadcasts, manages advertising sales, and is the business manager of River Country Sports. Wayne collaborates on commercial productions, advertising sales, and produces the Coach's Corner pregame show. Wayne also contributes as color commentator alongside Andy Day, our play-by-play announcer. Our broadcasts are brought to life by our dedicated production team, production manager Tammy Neal, digital media coordinator River Martinez, camera and scoreboard operator Sawyer Brooks, camera operators Dusty Morgan and Lucy Roberts, and the Bulldog Bark and Dog Blast producer, yours truly, Keith Hunter. As we conclude this football season, our momentum continues. River Country Sports is set to deliver live coverage of Suwannee football in the upcoming FHSAA playoffs. And River Country Sports is going to bring you the Christmas Parade on December the 7th, beginning at 5 o'clock p.m. In the near future, we will expand our Suwannee High sports offerings to include basketball, soccer, weightlifting, and baseball. We're also excited to introduce coverage of Brantford Buccaneers high school sports in the near future. River Country Sports is committed to excellence in high school sports and community event coverage. If you are interested in joining our team, contact us at rivercountrysports@gmail.com. Thank you for joining us on this journey with River Country Sports. We look forward to building many more seasons of memorable sports and community moments with you. Let's get ready for a historic moment. River Country Sports is thrilled to bring you the first ever live stream of a Suwannee football playoff game. It's halftime, and the Dogs are facing off against the Godby Cougars in a Class 3A playoff showdown at Gene Cox Stadium in Tallahassee. Let's root the Dogs on and cheer those Dogs on to victory with a very strong second half. Earlier in the season, the Dogs took the Cougars to the edge in an unforgettable district battle, but came up short 29-26. This time, Suwannee is ready to make a statement and show that country boys can survive. Don't miss a second of the action, the excitement, and those legendary oh my's and hunker down as Andy and Wayne bring you every moment of this epic playoff showdown live on River Country Sports. And finally, on the Bulldog Bark, we would like to take this time to recognize the seniors on the Bulldog squad. Starting out with Delwyn Allen, Cavante Beasley, Logan Brooks, William Brown, Dylan Green, A.J. Hitt, Jadarius Horn, Davian Ramirez, Michael Rosson, Christian Sakaris, Clay Starlin, and Jaden Polite. A great job, senior, representing the Suwannee Bulldogs on and off the field. That senior leadership has been something to marvel this football season. As you were on the brink of not making the playoffs, you seniors rallied your team through hard work, leading by example, and inspiring the young players who will take over next year when you are gone. Thank you again for joining me on the Bulldog Bark, and we'll see you this Friday night as the Dogs take on the Cougars, the Godby Cougars of Tallahassee. And again, thanks again to River Country Sports. This has been the Bulldog Bark. I'm Keith Hunter. Do you need tree service? Morgan Tree and Debris provides you with quality and affordable tree service in Live Oak and surrounding communities. Morgan Tree and Debris is a full-service and tree company. Tree trimming, tree removal, firewood, stump grinding, storm cleanup, debris removal. Contact Morgan Tree and Debris at 386-249-0472. That's Morgan Tree and Debris, 386-249-0472 for all of your tree service needs.
Hi, my name is Catherine Haney. My grandfather and my dad, Wes Haney, have been selling and servicing Chevrolets in the Suwannee Valley area since 1968.
I'm here with my brothers, Weston and Jonathan. We want to tell you why Wes Haney Chevrolet is the best place to buy a car.
At Wes Haney Chevrolet, it comes down to two things: low prices and excellent customer service. You are a part of the family just as much as we are. Your happiness is my dad's first priority. He will always fight to make sure you get the best deal and the best experience.
My dad doesn't play games and he doesn't charge dealer fees, so we can always get you the best price. We have amazing incentives this month to put together a great deal on any Chevrolet car, truck, or SUV. The best built, longest lasting vehicles on the road. We guarantee a better deal and customer experience than you can get anywhere else.
We would love to show you our beautiful selection of new and used vehicles. We are located in Live Oak, Florida on Highway 90 East. I can guarantee our dad will give you the best deal, and we are excited to earn your business.
This is Wes Haney, and as always, no dealer fees, no games. Come see my team at Wes Haney Chevrolet.
What's a football game without pizza? Papa John's Pizza of Live Oak can take care of all of your football dining needs. Take care of your hungry crowd before, during, or after the game. Stop by Papa John's for better pizza, better wings, and many other delicious menu items for the family or the game crowd. Papa John's Pizza always has better ingredients, better pizza. Better get you some.
Your halftime stats provided by Jamie Washer of the Lake City Reporter. And for full coverage on Suwannee Bulldogs, remember to check the Lake City Reporter. They'll have all the action of tonight's game and tomorrow's edition. All right, Thomas Sykes in the passing department, 6 of 8 for 75 yards. And he has thrown a touchdown pass. In the rushing department, we've got Thomas Sykes, 3 carries, 19 yards. MJ Rawson, 7 carries, 44 yards. How about this? Clay Starling, 11 carries, 50 yards. And Fred Cooks has touched the ball 3 times in the backfield and has 10 yards to his name. In the receiving department, Noah Lopez, 2 catches, 50 yards in that touchdown. Rawson has 2 catches, 21 yards. Coy Fryer with 2 catches for 4 yards in the receiving department for Suwannee. And you take a look at the Godby side. Chambers really didn't go to the air a whole lot. 4 of 5, just 29 yards. But where they did all their damage was on the ground. You got big old number 8, that Kason Clark. How about this? 5 carries, 157 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, those 2 long runs, especially that first one. Wow.
Yeah. And then you've got the quarterback with 2 touchdowns to his credit, 4 carries, only 4 yards. And then you've got Bentley, number 0. He's had 3 carries for 17 yards. But they're getting it done on the ground. We were coming in expecting them to go to the air more, but they can do it both ways. That's why they're district champs.
Yeah, 3-0 in the district and one of the better seeds.
Yeah, they got the home field advantage.
Yeah.
Being the 2 seed. So these regular season games mean something. It means you can stay at home in the friendly confines, and if you come in as a 7 seed, you're going to be on the road. And if Suwannee were to win tonight, if they were to pull this thing out, they're going to go to either Baker County to face the Wildcats, and that'd be a rematch, or they go to Bishop Kenny, and we saw them in the Kickoff Classic over in Jacksonville on the St. Johns River.
So either way, if we win.
Either way, it's going to be a road trip.
Man.
Your halftime score, Godby 21 and Suwannee 14. For the latest official news about Florida high school sports, including results of all rounds of the playoffs, then visit FHSAA.com. That's the official website of the Florida High School Athletic Association. That's www.fhsaa.com. Catch live and on-demand postseason coverage of Florida high school sports at www.nfhsnetwork.com. Brought to you by the NFHS Network, the official online partner of the FHSAA. That's just too many letters for me.
Hey, that was one that I hated right there.
Yeah.
I mean, you did a great job.
Never had to read it.
Yes, I have.
You always on and off on me.
I'm just saying, that's too many numbers and letters and .org and .com and .
If you'll hold on to this, you can read the rest.
Are you serious?
You want to?
I can't see it.
You're asking. All right, Suwannee gets the football first during the second half. Dogs need to get down there and score and tie this thing up, down by 7.
JMZ will tee it up at the 40-yard line. Back deep for the Dogs. Rawson will be standing in the middle. This time they go with the pooch kick. We call for a fair catch right at the 35.
And Lopez called for a fair catch. A little bit surprised by that. He had a little bit of running room, but called for the fair catch. And looks like this is going to be backed up 5 yards, and I'm going to have to kick it again.
Oh, that'll help. Maybe.
Yeah. Well, let's see if they pooch it once again or they decide to kick it deep. That's the first pooch, and they just thought maybe they'd catch us off guard, but Lopez, that's just routine for him.
Yeah, it is. I'm waiting. Yeah, I didn't know if he was going to march off the penalty because I never did see that unsportsmanlike in the first half, which must not have taken place. It must have been a warning.
No, I don't know anything about it.
No.
35-yard line after the 5-yard offsides penalty.
So they'll do it again. Going to stay set up just about the same. I would think that Rawson and some of the upbacks would at least move up 5 yards or 10 yards apiece. We'll see what they do, and they are creeping up.
They just did, yeah. They must have heard you.
And they put a foot into it. This time they'll kick it deep to Fryer on the far side, right around the 21. He'll try to find the wall of dog in the center. Gets one block, across the 30, up to around the 34. We actually might have lost a yard on the exchange if we'd have fair called it to the 35.
And give Trevon Hunter the credit there, the senior. 5'11", 156 pounds, comes down and makes a big special team play. And Suwannee football now, they'll begin this drive at their own 34-yard line.
You know, I've been noticing Moran able to play on some of the special teams. I saw him coming off the field a while ago. Saw him earlier on the kickoff team.
And he didn't even dress out a week ago, so he's made plenty of progress and been getting in there here and there. And nice to see him back out there. Of course, we'll be looking for him during the baseball season.
Oh, yeah. See if the Dogs got a good scripted start to the second half. 1st and 10 from the 34. Shotgun formation, handoff Starling. He'll come to the right side and nothing doing. He fumbles the football out of bounds, but it'll be right at the 34.
And chasing him down from the backside that time was Ron J. Wiley. And the junior was able to get there. Backside pressure as Starling was trying to come near side. And so that running play doesn't produce anything, and it's going to bring up a second down.
Cooks checks into the game for Starling. He'll be in the backfield this time. We'll get the next play call from the near sideline. Looking at a 3-man front, they'll probably bounce in the 4 and sometime in 5. They've got a really quick defense is one thing. Hard to kick it outside on them. Shotgun formation for Sykes. Cooks will be the single back. Receiver set to either side. Now we're looking at a 5-man front. Nobody to hand off to. Throwing it to Lopez. Almost outstretched hands and off his fingertips right around the 35.
Well, play action that time is and Sykes had the time that time to get the ball down the field, fake the running play, and had Lopez down there and just overthrew him. Man, that was close.
Yeah, it was. Well, that would have been a big pickup if he could have held on to the football. That one low? Maybe just a little less mustard on it.
Yeah, just a little too much air.
Brings up a 3rd down situation for the Dogs as we got this second half kickoff. We'd like to at least pick up 1 first down. Ball set at the 34-yard line. Looks like Fryer and number 14, Walker, to the near side. Walker will go in motion in front. They bring a blitz. We pick up that blitz. We're scrambling for a live. Throws it across the middle, complete to Fryer at the 45, and he gets hammered and trucks. but picks up a dog first down.
Picks up a big first down. A nice job that time by Sykes to roll away from that pressure. And Suwannee picked it up initially, gave him just enough time. He got outside, and he threw on the run a perfect strike to number 10. And Fryer picks up a big Suwannee first down.
And the thing is, with Walker going in motion, he picked up a big block on that blitz.
45-yard line, 1st and 10. Suwannee 55 yards away.
Lopez comes to the near side. Looks like we'll be in the Wildcat as Rawson will be the quarterback. Here's a high snap. Rawson will take it to the middle of the field. Rawson jukes and jives to the 50, still on his feet. He's fighting his way all the way to the first down marker.
That was incredible because the initial contact came after a gain of only about 4, but Suwannee just kept the push moving and got a bit of a tush push there and was able to get close to that first down marker. Let's see where they spot it. It looks from here that he had enough for the first down.
Yeah, a flag right there at the end of the play.
Yeah, maybe somebody grabbed that face mask. Could be a hold. I don't know how they could have saw a hold in all that. And it's going to be a face mask call against Godby.
Yeah, tack on 15. They've been grabbing at the football when they get in those piles. But like you say, there was a sea of blue and green and white, and you had all kind of things mixed up. Get a first down and tack on 15 more.
Well, that's a big one.
Yeah.
All the way down inside the 30.
Dogs have it at the 29, 1st and 10. On the move here in the second half. 11:04 to go here in the third quarter. We trail by 7. Sykes will be in the gun. Single back will be Starling. He'll stand right behind him. Got a short set on the far side. Rawson to the near side. High snap and hands off to Starling. Left side finds a hole, puts his shoulder down and bowls his way close to the 23.
Tackle on the play that time made by Ron J. Whiteley. He's made a couple of good defensive sticks there, but nice run on first down, Clay Starling.
Ball just inside the 24-yard line. Pretty good pickup on first down.
Yeah, about 5 yards. And if you're going to get 5 yards of carry, just keep giving it to them.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they came out running the football in the first half very successfully.
Looks like Rawson. He'll be in double coverage on the far side of the field. Got him short this side. Handoff Starling on the right side this time. Cuts it back to the inside. He gets hammered, stood up, and driven backwards. Maybe forward progress got him to the 22. We'll have to wait and see.
And not a lot there. And again, that was at number 18, Wiley, coming up and making the stick. So not a whole lot. Yeah, not a whole lot going on there. Give him a gain of 1. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Third down and get a first down, Dogs. Out of the huddle and up to the line of scrimmage. More or less the same set. Shotgun formation. Single back, that'll be Starling. Short slot with an H-back. Little fake and looking to the end zone for Lopez. Makes the catch off his fingertips. And somebody say, give them Dogs 6. Oh, my.
And that was the same play that they just missed on earlier in this drive. You know, he kind of hesitated there. He acted like he wanted to give the ball to Starling, and Starling was kind of standing in front and getting ready to pick up a block if he had to, but he was the decoy. And then Lopez, he just kind of slipped out there behind the defense in a perfect strike. Touchdown, Dogs.
Boy, and I tell you, Lopez made a great catch on his fingertips. That's where you're supposed to catch it. Now the all-important extra point. Brooks will be the holder. Hit a tax the ball, and it's up end over end, and that hammer knocker is good, and we're all knotted up.
Tied once again, 21-21. Suwannee football, rivercountrysports.com.
Man, I'm getting eaten out of house and home here.
Oh, do you have teenagers?
No, termites.
Don't you have Live Oak Pest Control termite protection?
Nah, I've been doing my own pest control for years. Learned how on the internet.
I see that's working for you. Maybe you should call Live Oak Pest Control.
Who's your pest specialist? Call Live Oak Pest Control at 386-362-BUGS, 386-362-2847, or visit liveoakpestcontrol.com. No worries, that was just a shed.
Well, Suwannee goes 7 plays and marches all the way down and gets in the end zone. 23-yard pass play from Sykes to Lopez on a 3rd and 4. Point after good, and we're tied up 21-21 here in this round 1 playoff game in Class 3A. And this reminds me of the last time we played these guys, back and forth. We had the lead, but we let it slip away. Let's see if the Dogs can play a little defense out here tonight.
Yeah, let's see if we kick it away or kick it short. AJ hit or tee it up at the 40-yard line. They've got their backs pretty far up, and we have the ability to kick it out of the end zone. So number 0, Bentley, will retrieve it right at the 6-yard line. Looking for his wall. Boy, he's got a lot of speed. Finds the hole to the 25, to the 30, and we hammer him right around the 32, and that was old Clay Starling.
Yeah, Starling out there on special teams. Man, he's a great tackler in the open field. And a nice job there. But he gets by Clay, and he's off to the races.
Yeah, he closed it down in a hurry. I thought he was going to have plenty of running room to the near side.
Well, it looked like it. That hole opened up and had me worried there for a moment, but Clay Starling able to make the tackle, and Zion Walker there with an assist as well.
Looks like Bentley will stay in as the running back as Clark is out. Chambers will be the quarterback. He's in the gun. They got a kind of a short slot or an 8 back and a receiver set to either side. We're in a 3-man front. Hunker down dog. Here we go. Handoff Bentley. And he takes it on the right side, fighting his way still forward. I mean, he's dragging dogs with him all the way up to around the 38 or 39.
And he had Travis Feed. He had hold of him and just kind of riding him to the ground best he could.
And it's not like Bentley's a great big running back, but has a low profile, keeps those legs a churn.
He did. Got the ball all the way out to the 39-yard line. And so a 6-yard pickup.
For him. Shotgun formation, 4 teams. Single back in the backfield to be sidecar right. You got an 8 back and 2 receivers on the far side. We step up, we step back, and quick pass to the outside. We go after it, and we miss the football.
Oh, my God.
We saw the goal line.
Wow.
That was Rawson, wasn't it?
Well, he jumped that route, and I thought he was ready to head to the end zone, but he forgot to secure the football.
Mercy.
Boy, that was close to being a pick 6.
Yeah. And that would have been just what the doggy ordered at this time. Got to see how that happened.
I mean, he just did mistime that one.
Yeah, he got there in a hurry, too.
Yeah.
Kind of hit him low around the thigh pad. Incomplete pass. 3rd down, and we'll call it closer to 4.5 for the Cougars. Here's the snap, little play action, looking, screen pass set up perfectly to the 40, up to the 45. We hit him at the 48 and drive that hammer knocker backward, so he'll pick up the 1st down.
Mount Zion makes the tackle, but the 1st down achieved on the screen play. Screen going that time to Bentley. And 1st down.
1st and 10 up to the 48-yard line. Cougars on the move. Tie ball game 21-21 here in the 3rd quarter.
Clock moving, about 8:15 to go in the quarter.
Brooks checks out of the ball game for Suwannee. We're still in a 3-man front. Shotgun formation for Tinkin. Single back in the backfield, kind of the same set. Nope, not a play action. Handoff Bentley, left side. We hit him at the line of scrimmage. We're driving him into the turf. He goes, and he don't pick up but a yard.
How about that dog defense that time? That time they weren't allowing the running play. Those linebackers came up and run support and was able to stop him right there after a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, every now and then they'll slip Clark back into the game, and he picks up big ones, but man, we hit him right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Feed in there, Allen in there. Nice job that time by Suwannee. Hagedorn.
2nd down and 9 for Godby at the 49-yard line. In the gun once again is Chambers. This time he'll have a naked backfield. And I mean, they got 4 receivers out here. Let's see if we get 4 people over to cover him. Bentley will go in motion. Fake it to Bentley. Quarterback keeps it near side. We come across the line. Play by number 7. Oh, my.
How about that?
Where did come from?
Jace Moran coming off the injured list and making a big defensive stick.
Mercy.
And that's it. They had the diamond receivers. They had 4 receivers over to the near side, and they sent one in motion. Looked like that Bentley was going to get the handoff. Quarterback keeps to the outside, but Moran was not fooled.
Nah, he came across the line of scrimmage in a hurry, backs him up. Some good yardage. It'll be 3rd down. We'll call it around 13. Big play for the dog defense. If you ever hunker down, you better hunker down now. Godby up to the line of scrimmage. Dogs digging in on the other side. We're in a 3-man front. Receivers set all over the field. Single back in the backfield. Now we walk up to a 4-man. The quarterback, Chambers, looking a lot of times. He's going to chunk it up in the field to nobody.
Nobody's there.
And it'll be incomplete.
Now, Suwannee doing a nice job with coverage that time.
And the quarterback couldn't find anybody to throw it to, and an incomplete pass will bring up 4th down and punt.
Like you say, our fans outnumber their fans over there, and we were getting loud on that one.
That is a little surprising. Suwannee traveled well tonight and has a pretty good contingent. Also, the band here. I noticed Godby doesn't have their band, not that I see over there.
See what happens here. The kicker will be number 16, Jalen Rhodes. And I need to keep them honest right here because they are pretty close to midfield. Here's the snap. He's going to look at it. He's going to run it, and we're going to hit him in the backfield. We're going to drag it to the top. Have it at the 37. And I didn't mean to scream, but the Dogs have the football.
It's okay. Get excited, Andy did. And I'm not sure. I don't think that was the design fake. It just looked like he couldn't get the punt off. And that's happened to our punter a few times this year, but he took off running with the football. And Suwannee was able to cover him and not allow him to achieve the first down. So Suwannee will take over on downs. A big turn of events here, tied at 21. And Suwannee will have this football in Godby territory. We'll check what happens after this timeout at Suwannee football on rivercountrysports.com.
Uh-oh, better call Bennett's.
When it comes to glass, in this area, folks know to call Bennett's Glass Company. Serving Live Oak and the surrounding areas for over 50 years. Their reputation speaks for itself. From commercial to residential, new construction, remodeling, custom glass, auto glass, shower doors, mirrors. Tell your insurance company you want Bennett's. Bennett's Glass Company on Gold Kiss Boulevard in Live Oak, 386-362-2295. When glass breaks, better call Bennett's.
Dogs at the line of scrimmage after we kind of turn away that punt and take over at the 37. Just going to run it to the near side, and that's Fryer who ran out of the Wildcat. Hard to keep up with these Dogs tonight. A lot of different people touching the football.
But what I like about Fryer and the Wildcat, he can throw the football.
Oh, yeah.
So, he's going to run it most times, but he can throw the football. He started the season as a starting quarterback.
We may be setting that up.
That's true. I'd love to see it.
Second down, probably about 8 for the Dogs, maybe 7.
He does have a touchdown pass under his belt this year.
You talked about number 41, Troy Nelson. He checks into the football game. Let's see if he's going to be the single back in the backfield. We talked about him on the way over. The young freshman. Shotgun formation for Sykes. Split receivers on either side. We got an H-back, high snap, handoff to number 41. He gets behind them big old linemen and pounds his way close to the 28-yard line.
I've been hearing a lot about Troy Nelson, the freshman running back. They say this kid has got a lot of potential, but first time I've seen him and looked pretty good on that running play.
Should be third and short yardage for the Dogs, maybe about 2 yards. Nelson will check out, and number 16, Fred Cooks, will check in.
And nice to see the freshman get a touch there.
Yeah.
That's your future running back for the Dogs.
Yeah, I liked what I saw, him hiding behind them linemen. He's a little bit smaller than Cooks, not quite as tall.
Yeah, didn't hesitate, though.
Oh, no. Cooks will be sidecar left, and we're going to call
wants a timeout here.
Yeah.
He didn't like what he saw. And, Coach Kyler Hall ran out on the field and said, timeout, timeout, timeout. So a timeout on the field with 4:30 to play third quarter, all tied at 21. It's Suwannee football here on rivercountrysports.com. Everybody's always claiming to offer the top insurance, the lowest rate, blah, blah, blah. Well, cut the game and go to the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. Jeff is an independent agent, meaning he can shop around to get you the best price for the coverage you need. With access to major carriers like Auto Owners, Progressive, Travelers, and Mercury, stop with those cold 800 numbers. Discover the personal difference with the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. US 129 North in Live Oak. Call 364-2886 or visit jefftippensinsurance.com. Back here in Tallahassee. Hey, want to remind you, there's always something happening at the Spirit of Suwannee Music Park and Campground. They've got live music on the weekends, of course, in the cafe. Go check that out, the SOS. For updated information on events, festivals, camping, cabins, whatever, check out their website, musicliveshere.com. The Spirit of Suwannee Music Park and Campground, US 129 and the Suwannee River between Live Oak and Jasper.
Dogs up to the line of scrimmage. Sykes there, and Sykes is going to follow his running back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, he's going to be close to the first down marker.
I don't know if he got it or not. It's going to depend on the spot, and they are indicating first down.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't even measure.
No, he got close to the 25. But
all right.
Looked like we hesitated right at the line of scrimmage waiting on a block.
First down, Suwannee, and they'll mark it down at the 26. And that's where Suwannee will have football. New set of downs to work with. Dogs looking to take the lead here in the third quarter, tied up at 21. Clock down to about 4 minutes to play.
Let's see what happens here. I think it'll be MJ, or either I can't see the back of his number. It's either him or Cooks in the backfield.
I think it's Cooksy.
Call for the snap, and boy, we're going to throw. No, we're not going to throw. We did a fake and get ran out of bounds. And if he got rid of the football, it's incomplete. If not, he stepped out of bounds around the 31 and lost yardage.
The official got run over there, and hope he's okay. But, I was waiting for a flag because that was a little bit of a late hit in the out of bounds, and the official got caught up in it. And now they're going to talk about it. And hopefully that official's okay.
Yeah, hopefully so. But I still never saw a flag unless one of them threw.
But that time, Sykes was looking at that same play where he kind of hides and acts like he's going to hand the ball off. He had MJ coming in motion, and he just sort of waited last minute trying to hit Lopez. Lopez wasn't open, however, and wasn't able to get that play off. Ends up losing 3 yards on the scramble.
Yeah, we ran to the short side of the field when he was rolling. This time, it will be Rawson in the gun, and the H-back will be Sykes. Cooks will be to his left, and Rawson's going to take it up the middle. Does a little stutter step, and he gets hit just shy of the 25-yard line. So he maybe
about 4 yards.
A couple of yards. And that brings up third down.
Yeah, that's going to be a third down and a third and long here, and they're going to mark him at the 27-yard line. So the pickup was only 2.
Wow.
So it'll be a third and 11 coming up for Suwannee.
See if that dog offensive line can do some blocking.
And going to need a big play here on third down to keep things moving. Of course, you're in 4-down territory, so let's get at least half of it here.
Need to pick up at least 5 or 6 if you're going to take a shot at a field goal. Single back in the backfield. In the gun is Sykes, and he's looking. Receivers all over, and got Lopez. He catches it, but I think he was out of bounds.
Wow, they're saying out of bounds. Yeah. I thought maybe you only need 1 foot in high school, and I thought he might have got a foot down, but
the pass was just a little bit long for him. Mercy. Well, I know we're not going to punt.
Incomplete pass, and that'll bring up 4th down and 11.
Well, the field goal will be, the tee will be spotted at the 34. It'll be a 44-yard attempt by E.J. Hitt.
And he has hit one from 47 this year.
Yeah, from the near hash. There's really no wind. It's pretty dad-burn calm. Here's the snap, a good one on the tee. We put a foot into it, and I think it went a little bit left. Just no good.
Yeah. Great effort, but not going to be able to connect on that one. So the Suwannee Bulldogs come up with no points, still tied at 21. 2:54 to go third quarter. Back after this, Suwannee football on RiverCountrySports.com.
Nice out there, but
Your one-stop auto shop, J&W Automotive. At J&W, you can buy a car. They've got a great selection to choose from. At J&W, you can get your car fixed. They provide complete vehicle repair. At J&W, they do paint and body work. Yeah, plus tires, front-end alignments, AC work, computer diagnostics. They cut and program keys. They are truly your one-stop, all-in-one automotive shop. J&W Automotive. Highway 129 North in Live Oak. Online at jwautos.com.
Well, it comes to the near side, and actually it's number 8 came back in. Jason Clark, and he always picks up good yardage.
Yeah, he got hurt earlier in the game, and they've been using him sparingly, but he comes in there and gives them a big run. And we do have a possible hold. So this play may be coming back.
Well, that was the area that it was in as far as where the flag was thrown. It's really what set him loose to get that extra yardage because he would have had a first down.
It is going to be a hold against Godby.
Just what the doggy ordered, and they'll back him up. You ever watched the hunting channel? We need them dogs to tree a cougar.
And so they had the ball at the 20. Now they've got the ball at the 12-yard line. So the holding call occurred downfield a little bit.
Shotgun formation for Chambers. Clark will be the single back in the backfield. He'll be sidecar right. 2 receivers to the far side of the field. Them old dogs in a 3-man front. And they're seeming to taking a long time. They still got 12 seconds. 25-second clock. Still in the gun. Long snap count. And here we go. Here's the snap. Hand off to Clark. Clark tries to kick it outside, cuts it back to the inside, and gets banged down close to the 20.
And they used all of the play clock that time.
Yeah.
And they end up giving the ball to number 8 once again. That holding play, the penalty, since it third down penalty, only was for 2 yards. And now let's see, they got the ball across the 20, so they get back to about the original line of scrimmage.
Call it second down.
And we'll call it second down at about 9 here from the 21.
Suwannee looks like we'll stick with the 3-man front. Cougars out of the huddle and up to the line of scrimmage. 3 receivers in tight on the short side of the field. That's the near side. Single receiver far side of the field. Shotgun formation for Chambers. Here's Chambers looking across the middle, and here's the path wide open. Is Simmons. He makes the catch right around the 48.
Yeah, Simmons made the catch, and it went down and cradled that one. That was a low throw, but he was able to secure it and come up with that catch. And, he's had an outstanding season. Simmons has. He's just a sophomore, but coming into the game, 37 receptions, 801 yards. He averages 21.5 yards every time he catches that football.
Yeah, and they usually just seem to use him when they have to. Need those big plays. They got that big play, 1st and 10 Cougars, right at the 47. We need to get set. Shotgun formation for Chambers. Clark will be to his right. Cripps to the far side. Here they go again. Quick pass to the outside. We come across. They get a good block. Off to the 45, to the 40. We got him by the shirt tail and drag him down at the 38-yard line. And then Cougars are on the move.
Yeah, they are. And I tell you what, I was watching Cooks. He got turned around out there, and they were blocking him from behind. And I thought maybe we'd get a lucky flag, but not going to be the case. And they end up getting a big catch and a first down. That was just a simple pass right to the line of scrimmage, but you look at the block right there, and it looked to me like they had him from behind. But he got turned around.
They did, and no call. Stacked receivers on either side. Chambers in the gun, single back in the backfield. Now we'll walk up to a 4-man front. Then we back out. Hand off to Clark, and right up the middle of the field. We stuff him right up the middle. We're driving him backward, but he's driving forward and finally goes down after a pickup of about 2 yards.
Yeah, that's just mano a mano there. Strength against strength. Those big old linemen, cats and dogs doing battle. But give him a gain of about 2. So 2nd and 8.
Boy, them old dogs could use a turnover right here. Ending the third quarter of play, about 30 ticks left on the clock. I ain't talking about ticks on the dog's back. Godby up to the line of scrimmage. Shotgun formation for Chambers. That single back will be Case and Clark. 2 receivers set on either side. We're backed off. We come with a blitz from the outside. We don't get to him. Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. At the 45, a big old sack attack.
And that's back there, number 24. That's Kyler Watson. The Kyler Watson.
Well, we saw him limping off the field a little bit earlier in the game, right before the half, but he came back strong.
And for Kyler, his 7th sack of the season, that leads the team.
Mercy.
And he's just a young dog.
Oh, yeah, and that was a big play.
That was huge. And that is the end of the third quarter. With the score, Godby 21, Suwannee 21. It's Suwannee football here on RiverCountrySports.com.
Hey, Bulldogs, let the UPS Store of Live Oak handle all of your packing and shipping needs. The UPS Store of Live Oak also offers mailboxes, printing, faxing, scanning. We also offer notary services and shredding services as well. Stop by your local UPS store. There's help in here. Real help. The UPS Store, proud sponsors of Suwannee Bulldog football on RiverCountrySports.com.
Need to paint? Call the pros at Charles Bean Painting. They'll paint it, they'll have it looking good. Whether it's outside your home or business or inside, they do texturing, drywall repair, plus pressure cleaning. Call for a free estimate. 386-209-7381. Licensed and insured, family owned and operated, serving the area over 30 years. Charles Bean Painting, LLC. Remember, it hasn't been painted till it's bean painting. 209-7381.
Suwannee Bulldog football here on RiverCountrySports.com. It's a Class 3A FHSAA playoff game. First round of the playoffs here
in Tallahassee. And right now we've got a battle going on. 21-21. The Godby Cougars and the Suwannee Bulldogs, and Godby facing a 3rd and long here. Dog defense needs to hunt.
Yeah, they're going to have to do a double hunker. It's 3rd and about 16. Shotgun formation for Chambers. Chambers, plenty of room. They're mugging. Man, they're mugging this, and they hold it. It won't matter. It's coming back.
Yeah,
I just let him run out of bounds because they were mugging Watson on the outside.
Yeah, and I thought Watson was about to get back-to-back sacks.
He was.
And he probably would have if it wouldn't have been for that mugging.
Oh, yeah.
The official white cap right on top of that.
Well, sometimes when you're kind of doing a ball game, you have to do a little officiating.
The Florida High School Athletic Association recognizes as corporate partners who help make the FHSA Football Championship possible. Team IP, the official merchandising company of the FHSAA, Gatorade, Thirst Quencher, Max Preps, the official scores and statistics of the FHSAA, GoFan, the official online ticket provider of the FHSAA. You've also got Herf Jones, the official championship ring partner of the FHSAA, the NFHS Network, the official online partner, and also Wilson, provider of the official game ball for the 2024 football championships.
Wayne, after the penalty, it's about a 3rd and 27. See if this dog defense can hunker down here. In the gun, Kyler Watson gets a hand on it, but we don't get the quarterback. Then he pitches it off. Boy, to Casey Clark across the 40, but he'll still be short of the first down by about 11 yards. Mercy, what a play.
Yeah, a nice job by the Suwannee defense. Helped out a little bit by the penalty there, but going to be able to, I would assume, force them into a punt. Now, you are in that area of the field. They could go for it here on 4th down.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see what they decide. It's going to be a 4th and about 11.
Now, Jalen Rogue will do the punting chores, and I'm like you on that last one, whether he was supposed to be running the ball and going for it, or if it's just something he saw too many dogs in his face. Now we're going to go in our regular defense. And here's the snap, a low one. It goes between his legs, but we don't come after it. End over end kick. Going to the far side of the football field, and it'll be down by Godby somewhere around maybe the 13 or 14-yard line.
I'm surprised we didn't come after that one, but that ball was on the ground, and we were, I guess, thinking to set up a return there. No return possible. And Godby got away with one then.
Yeah, they did. If we'd have been coming after that one, we'd have had some pressure and he'd had to run it again.
All right, Suwannee needs to get a drive going here, run some time, and get some points at the end of this drive.
Yeah, need to get some points for sure.
That's the biggest thing. Tied up at 21. And you can't keep these Cougars down forever. They've got too potent an offense.
Oh, yeah. So the Dogs will be about 87 yards from pay dirt. Something like that. They're on the far hash. Ball spotted at the 14-yard line. Shotgun formation, 4 sides. Single back in the backfield. We'll bring the H-back and tight end to the near side. Handoff to number 16. We kick it to the outside. Got a big running room across the 20 up to the 25. And somebody say, give that dog, I'm pretty sure, close to a first down.
Yeah. I thought that was Starling out there running the ball. I mean, he looks good, man. He's becoming a running back.
And he covers it up pretty good, and I just couldn't spit his name.
Got it out to the 25-yard line. That's good for an 11-yard pickup and a Suwannee first down.
Dogs out of the huddle up to the line of scrimmage. Godby digging in on the other side. They're in a 3-man front. Now they bounce in the 4, maybe even 5. We'll do the same thing with the H-back and the tight end. They'll come this way. This time it'll be the quarterback who'll keep it. He takes it straight ahead, cuts it back across the middle up to the 30, bowls it way close to the 33-yard line, and a pickup of about 9.
Yeah, that time he had Starling back there. He kind of directed him. He pulled him to the side and said, hey, you're a lead blocker on this play. Yeah, Starling got a pretty cool good block there in the heart. And Sykes able to pick up some good running yards.
Yeah, I was waiting for the yard marker to get set. We either like 2 or 1. Maybe closer to 2 yards.
Yeah, that closer to 2.
Dogs at the line. Shotgun formation. This time I have a blitz coming from the far side. Take that H back and tight end, bring them near side, hand off to, boy, we get tripped up. Gets it across through the line of scrimmage. That was number 41, old Nelson on the kick.
Yeah, there you go.
Gets the big,
that may be his first down with the varsity there. And, they had it loaded up on the far side showing blitz. We ran away from that.
Well, he looks like he's got a great deal of speed to get him through the line of scrimmage. I'm kind of interested to see if that happens.
Timeout on the football field. The clock stops with 9:07 to play, tied at 21. It's Suwannee football here on RiverCountrySports.com.
Are you new to investing and not sure where to begin? Start by looking for a financial advisor who will offer you a strategy personalized for you and your family. One who will be there as your life and financial situation changes. I'm Hunter Abercrombie, your Live Oak Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner together to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today at 386-364-3699. Edward Jones.
Wide open, Rosson. Oh my, 40, 35, 30. Rosson to the 20, 15. Somebody say 10. Say somebody, that dog is gone. Give that dog 6. Oh my. Oh my.
What a great play action pass that time by Thomas Sykes. Sykes with the play action allowed MJ to get open. And once he gets into the open field, man, he's got some moves. Touchdown, Suwannee.
Goodness gracious. I even lost track of how many yards that was.
And we're back in the lead.
Yeah, Sykes to Rosson. My only worries are we scored too soon. I don't want to use all 10 minutes or what, 8.
I'll take those scores early and often.
All important extra point. Brooks will be the holder. Here's the snap, a good one on the tee. They get up there high, but we kick it high, and that hammer knocker is good. And the Dogs tack on 7.
The Suwannee Bulldogs regain the lead. All right, the Dogs are in the lead, 28-21. Can they hold on? We'll find out after this. Suwannee football on RiverCountrySports.com.
Man, I'm getting eaten out of house and home here.
Oh, do you have teenagers?
No, termites.
Don't you have Live Oak Pest Control termite protection?
Nah, I've been doing my own pest control for years. Learned how on the internet.
I see that's working for you. Maybe you should call Live Oak Pest Control.
Who's your pest specialist? Call Live Oak Pest Control at 386-362-BUGS, 386-362-2847, or visit liveoakpestcontrol.com. No worries. That was just a shed.
Yeah.
Back here in Tallahassee, and my goodness, what a seesaw affair we've had. Godby had a 7-0 lead. Suwannee came back to the 14-7 lead. We were tied at 14. We were tied at 21. Now Dogs have a lead. 28-21, 8:32 on the clock.
Yeah, we need a turnover right here, and then we just need to control the ball for 8 minutes and 22 seconds. Here's the kick. Boy, we're going to get a high boomer. It's going to drive them back to around the 5 or 6 yard line. They got that wall bit up the middle, got a little running room. We hammer him at the 21-yard line, and he maybe falls forward to the 22.
Travis Speed with a big stick there.
I'll tell you what, he may have to go to Dr. Gus and they check his teeth.
I'll tell you what, Feed has turned into a heck of a linebacker here. That was coming into the game. He had 32 tackles, along with 51 assists. Those are solo tackles. 51 assists for a total of 80 tackles, and that was one of his biggest sticks all year long, right there.
Yeah, he had played running back a little bit last year.
Yes,
we got him on defense. Shotgun formation for Chambers. Their big back, Clark, will be in the backfield right behind him. Hand off to Clark right up the middle and finds a little running room. We hammer him as he gets close to the 24.
And Dogs on pile there. Nice job defensively that time to make the tackle. And that was Feed in there, mixed in with that one as well.
We'll see Moran's on defense for Suwannee. He's been in there. He's been trying to lead him. He'll get after it.
He will, and we missed him while he was out.
2-yard
pickup, 2nd and 8.
Yep.
Sorry.
You're good. Godby up to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers set to the near side. Shotgun formation for Chambers. Clark to his right. Here's the snap. Quick out pass. Down, out, and up. Rosson's got him covered. And we leap to the bucket. We just can't come down with. Rosson could have 2 picks tonight, and he has none. But he does knock it away.
Yeah, he had better position. The defensive player had better position than the offensive player that time. I don't know that Simmons knew the route. It looked like he had a stop and turnaround, but then he decided he better go for it. And Rosson had a better position and almost came up with a pick, but an incomplete pass to bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, I think Rosson just mistimed his jump just a little bit, and the ball looked like it was going to be underthrown, but it goes off Rosson's hand. Boy, Godby just dodged a bullet.
Huge.
Need the Dogs to hunker down here. 3rd down and 8. Hold on to your armchair. Trips to the near side. Single receiver far side of the field. And we're in a 3-man front. looking like a prevent defense. Shotgun formation for Chambers. Chambers looking, crossing pattern, wide open receiver. He's got the first down and then some, all the way up to around the 38-yard line.
That looked like the tight end that time. Coming across the field, nobody picked him up, and he's able to pick up a big Cougar first down. Boy, that interception would have been nice.
Yeah, the interception would have really helped the Dogs. And that play there, we're really backed off of them at the line of scrimmage when we do that three-man rush. So pretty much anything 5 yards over the middle is going to be open. Mercy. Godby on the move. Dog defense has got to hunker down. We need a takeaway. 2 receivers far side, 1 to the near side. Shotgun formation for Chambers. Single back will be Clark. Hand off to Clark. He'll take it to the near side. We stuff him. We stuff him right at the line of scrimmage. He maybe lost a yard.
Yeah, I tell you what, nice job that time. And give credit to the big guy. Number 45 that time. He stuffed the hole. And good job that time by Uptown Brown.
Hold the car.
That's
right
what I'm going to call him anyway. Instead of downtown, he's uptown. Good play that time.
They'll say he didn't pick up a yard. A second down and 10 for Godby. Dogs still in that three-man front. Trips to the far side. Single receiver to the near side of the field. I think that is Brylan Green. In the gun is Chambers. Single back, and he's looking for that out pattern, running for his life. They're mugging us again, and they don't see it. They finally see it, and that'll go for naught, too. Their official on the far side finally threw the flag. They had it by the
they
jerk.
grabbed him. That was an obvious one. I can call that one from up here. And the officials saw it as well. So this is going to be a hold, and it will be coming back.
Yeah, and that hold was pretty deep. Really, it looked about a yard or 2 behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, there's no question. That was a no-doubter there.
Yeah. So it should be marched off and be probably a second down and 21. The officials pointing to the original line of scrimmage. That ain't where the hold took place.
And they're going to march the ball back and put it down at the 29-yard line. So it will be a 10-yard loss.
And there's either a water break or a timeout.
All right, we'll take a timeout as well. Back after this on RiverCountrySports.com.
Uh-oh, better call Bennett's.
When it comes to glass, in this area, folks know to call Bennett's Glass Company. Serving Live Oak and the surrounding areas for over 50 years. Their reputation speaks for itself. From commercial to residential, new construction, remodeling, custom glass, auto glass, shower doors, mirrors. Tell your insurance company you want Bennett's. Bennett's Glass Company on Gold Kiss Boulevard in Live Oak, 386-362-2295. When glass breaks, better call Bennett's. Back here in Tallahassee, Gene Cox Stadium. That's the site. They used to call this place Capitol Stadium, but this is the home of all the big schools in Tallahassee, Rickards and Lincoln and Leon and the Godby Cougars. And right now, Godby has the field, their home field. Last time we played, these guys came over here and played at Childs High School.
Yeah. And we played on turf there, too.
Yeah.
They did a renovation of this field since I've been here. You got AstroTurf or Turfus or whatever, and then
it's a nice surface.
Oh, it is
well maintained.
Read the yard marker. Boy, big play for the Suwannee defense. It's only second down. Shotgun formation for Chambers. They go back in the backfield. That back comes out. Looking. A lot of pressure. Here comes Watson. He misses the tackle, and the quarterback's rolling, throwing down the field, and it's knocked away. It's incomplete, and they're going to throw a flag on Suwannee.
They're going to call pass interference, I believe. But it looked to me when the ball was in the air, both players have a right for that football. And anyway, they're going to get us for pass interference. I believe that's going to be the call. Let's see what they come up with here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it will be, but
had a chance to get him in the backfield. He rolled out, got the pass off, and threw it in the traffic there.
No, that's not too good of a call there.
Yeah, I don't understand that one at all. Wow. That, I don't know what the official was looking at.
They got to mark it off from here now. They're walking past the first down marker. That ain't no way.
Yeah.
They needed to pick up probably, about 20?
So it's a 15-yard penalty. It was second and 20.
Yeah. It'll be 6.
So it should be and they get the down over again because of the penalty. Put the ball down at the 44.
Well, that was a no call.
Second and 5. That was a terrible call.
Oh, yeah. Godby up to the line. Dogs digging in on the other side. Got to hold them dogs on second down, 3rd and 4. Shotgun formation, 4 changes. They'll bring motion near side, and they're looking, and somebody moved early.
Yep. So the penalty flags, we've had a pretty clean game up to this point, but now the flags are a-flying here in the 4th quarter, and that will be a false start, and that's going to go against Godby.
And that'll back them up 5. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Back to the 39-yard line. 2nd down, 10 yards to go for the Godby Cougars. Suwannee hanging on here, leading by a touchdown and an extra point. 6:13 on the clock.
Nose of the football right at the 39. Cripps to the near side, signal receiver to the far side of the field. Chambers will be in the gun, single back in the backfield. We're going to Bentley or Clark. He's just a blocking back, though, looking down the field, looking for pressure. They're mugging us again on the outside. Oh, my goodness. And they'll make the catch at the 45 to the 50, a first down. Still on his feet to the 40, near sideline to the 30, 25, 20, and he may go all the way. We push him out of bounds at the 5. Oh, mercy.
I thought he stepped out of bounds way back here around the 30. And also, there was also a pretty obvious hold in the backfield, but no flags
look
on the
over
field. Yeah, I know.
He's got Watson by the jersey on the far side.
And then it looked like he stepped out, but they didn't call it. So all the way down, the Godby Cougars inside the Roundtree Moore Ford red zone now.
I don't
with a chance to tie it up.
Yeah, don't want to complain. Every time you're on the road in Tallahassee. Every time.
We've been here plenty of time.
The big beneficiaries?
Yeah.
What can I say? Send the letter to somebody. Shotgun formation. 4 Chambers, single back. That'll be number 0, Bentley. Bentley finds a big hole to the left of the spin move. Dogs stand him up at the 5. Forward progress will get him to the 4.5.
Well, they have 1st and goal there at the 6-yard line. And they'll pick up of a couple, bring up 2nd and goal here. And time down to about 5.5 left to go in regulation.
Well, they've ran that quarterback draw or whatever, quarterback keeper several times for 1-yard touchdowns. We'll see what they do here. And that has been Chambers usually on that.
It's been begging for a takeaway all night long.
All
That's
night.
a good spot.
We need it right now. Chambers in the gun. Single back will be Bentley. He'll stand right behind him. Chambers hands off to Bentley. He'll take a left step. We hit him, and we stand him up right at the 4-yard line. He may have fell forward to the 3.5.
And big old number 58 in there. I'm going to give him credit for the tackle. There were a lot of dogs umpiling. But on the bottom of that pile was Cavante Beasley.
And right now, Beasley checks out of the game on 3rd and goal from right at the 3-yard line.
Let's say you got a gain of 1, so 3rd and goal here. And I would imagine they're going to go for it on 4th down. I don't think a field goal is going to get it done.
Yeah, I think you're going to have to
stop them twice or cheat your
linebackers up to the line of scrimmage and slant the right way. Shotgun formation for Chambers. He will run the football. Bentley will be the single back. Got him spread between the guard and tackle, and the quarterback keeps it on the near side and walks into the end zone just like a couple of times before.
Yeah, it's the 3rd time he's done that, and you called it.
Yeah.
That quarterback can run the football, and what did he do? He took off with it.
Chambers for that 3-yard touchdown.
Chambers on the keeper for a 3-yard touchdown.
At the 4:16 mark.
And now Godby an extra point away from tying this up.
And it will be.
The good news, Suwannee's going to have plenty of time on the clock to work this ball down and hopefully come away with the points on the board.
JMZ will attempt the extra point. Hopefully we'll get a low snap or a bad snap or no snap. High snap, down on the tee, it's up, and they look good from here.
Yeah. We're all tied up once again. 28-28. It's Suwannee Bulldog football, a playoff game in Tallahassee on rivercountrysports.com.
Your one-stop auto shop, J&W Automotive. At J&W, you can buy a car. They've got a great selection to choose from. At J&W, you can get your car fixed. They provide complete vehicle repair. At J&W, they do paint and body work. Yeah! Plus tires, front-end alignments, AC work, computer diagnostics. They cut and program keys. They are truly your one-stop, all-in-one automotive shop. J&W Automotive. Highway 129 North in Live Oak. Online at jwautos.com.
Well, those that made the trip to Tallahassee certainly got their money's worth in this one.
We have got one heck of a ball game going on. 28-28, dogs and cats in Tallahassee.
Boy, it's been a sure enough dog fight all night long. Mesa Zeta will tee it up at the 40-yard line. See if they kick it deep this time or that little pooch kick. They might even be thinking onside kick. 4:16 to go here in the fourth quarter. He kicks it away. High end over end kick. It'll be retrieved on the far side. I think it was Mount Zion up to the 25, 30, and bang down around the 33.
And nice return there. Walker, one of the upbacks, but made that catch and got what he could out of it. All right, 4 minutes, 9 seconds left to go, and Suwannee takes over possession of the football, tied up at 28. And let's see if the dogs continue to pound on the ground or they go to the end.
We scored fairly quickly just a couple of minutes ago.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not asking for everything, but I'd like a nice, let's run time on. Let's not leave them time to come back. Well, let's get points at the end of this drive.
Dogs have two receivers to the near side. That'll be Rawson and Lopez. Single back in the backfield. I think it's number 41 back there, Nelson.
Yeah.
Shotgun
Nelson.
Formation. 4 sides.
Hold on to that ball.
They bring a blitz right up the middle, and Nelson's going to try to cut it, but he's going to run into a wall of blue and be taken down. I mean, they ran both their linebackers in. If we'd had that quick pass that time, it might have worked.
Yeah, if you could have got the ball in space outside, Godby had their defense thinking run, and we ran right into them and ended up losing a yard on the play.
Second down and 11 for Suwannee. We'll get the next play call in. Dogs out of the huddle and up to the line of scrimmage. We're looking at like a 5 or 6 man front. At least the backers are back this time. And we will be in the gun. Here's the snap. Quick pass to the outside to Rawson. Try to get a block. He cuts to the inside, Rawson, and we can't go anyway.
Yeah, there's a quick pass out there. Lopez did have his man secure, but a couple other cats out there, and they make the tackle after the short pickup. He got a couple, but it's going to bring up a third and about 8.
Yeah, when you have Rawson out there, he's usually in double coverage, so they had to cover Lopez, and you had 2 other defenders there, and they end up making the tackle.
Under 3 minutes to go in regulation.
Wow, big third down play right here. We at least need to get a first down.
Don't want to give the ball back to them with that much time on the clock.
Ball spotted at the 34. Shotgun formation, got a short slot. We'll take the tight end and the H-back and move them to the right side of the field. Well, here's the snap at Lollygag back there. Throw it to Rawson once again. Rawson to 35. Rawson to the 40. Spin move. Fighting. Boy, he came close and got driven backwards. If we got a good spot, it's going to be a first down.
Well, his forward progress had it right at the first down stick and maybe just beyond.
Yeah.
And it's going to depend on if they saw that or not. He was driven backwards, but now where the official has the ball, that is good for a first down.
Should be. It's just over the 42.
Right at the 42-yard line, first down.
Go dog.
Wow.
Yeah. And one of their linebackers is begging and saying he didn't get that.
Yeah. Suwannee moves the sticks, 1st and 10. Down to 2 minutes, 15 seconds to go in this game in regulation. And a timeout is being called on the field. We'll take a timeout as well. Back with the final after this is Suwannee football on rivercountrysports.com.
In the heart of the red zone is where the game is won, and you need a dealership that knows about scoring big. At Roundtree Moore Ford, we've scored this area's largest selection of new and pre-owned inventory. And right now, we're scoring rates as low as 0%. It's time to get out of the stands and score big in the Roundtree Moore Ford red zone. At Roundtree Moore Ford, the customer always wins. So make your next ride a touchdown at RoundtreeMoreFord.com today.
Suwannee Bulldog football here on rivercountrysports.com. Man, I'll tell you what. You got any nails left? This is a nail biter here.
I'm telling you, hold on to your armchair. I had to take me a old doggy water break.
Got to water the dogs.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Dogs are hydrated and ready to go to work here. 1st and 10 from our own 42-yard line.
Got them all in tight on the far side of the field. Single receiver near side. And we're in the gun. Boy, high snap to Sykes. He's looking over the middle. Wide open is Logan Bill. Close to the 30, to the 25, to the 20. And they drag us down close to the 15. All we got to do is hold on to the ball for 2 minutes and 4 seconds and score some points.
Yeah, now we were down here once before.
We were.
And ended up with a miscue, and it led to them coming back in the ball game. And let's see if Suwannee now can take advantage of this inside that Roundtree Morford red zone, all the way down to the 15-yard line. Logan Brooks, the tight end, his first catch tonight over the middle, and it came at a great time.
I mean, what I'm doing here, I'm taking my time.
Minute 57, clock running.
Oh, at the 14-yard line. Here's the snap.
MJ.
Boy, MJ gets it. He gets stood up behind the line of scrimmage. He'll go down at the 16 and lose a couple.
Wildcats run that time, fooled nobody. And so nothing happening on that play. It'll bring up second down.
You know, with their defense, when they load up the box with all 7, the backers get up at the line of scrimmage. It's tough sledding.
It is. Lost a yard there on the Wildcat run. Now 2nd and 11. Minute 28 to go. Now we are in field goal range. If you can keep this thing churning, we could win it with a AJ hit kick.
We need to get it down close to the 10. Shotgun formation for Sykes. Single back in the backfield. Rawson will come in motion and go right at the line of scrimmage. We're going to get it. Stood up in the backfield and lose another 4. Yeah. And what we're calling now ain't working.
Well, that time the exchange was made, and Starling was hit as soon as he got the football. And luckily he held on to it. But that running play produced nothing. We're going the wrong way right now.
Yeah, now we're backed up to the 20. So you would have a 37-yard attempt.
Yeah, it's getting a little tougher to make that kick. Hey, football fans, the best games are yet to be played. Make plans to attend the 2024 Florida High School Football State Championship games. The intense action will take place December the 6th for the rural class at the range at H.J. Morse Stadium, and December the 11th through the 14th for classes 1A through 7A at Pitt Bowl Stadium at Florida International University in Miami.
Mercy, Pitt Bowl Stadium.
Yeah, so if we make the championship, we got to go to Miami. Come out and watch the best in Florida high school football play. Visit the FHSAA website at FHSAA.com for more information.
Boy, I'm just telling you, it's been tough down here. I would have liked to passing play on second down more. That's just me.
Yeah, well, we've got right now 3rd down.
Yeah, and we can't take another sack or we'll be out of field goal range. Shotgun formation for Sykes. Single back in the backfield, and I wouldn't doubt they don't come with a blitz. 5 across the front for Godby. I heard a flag or a penalty, whistle, but nothing happened. Receivers on either side. Rawson going for the fade in the corner of the end zone, and it's going to be picked. And they got it going the other way. They finally throw a flag. Oh no, I think he's just throwing the flag to say he was in the end zone.
They took MJ completely out of the play down there, and they did throw a flag. They took MJ completely out of that play. That ball was intended for him, and it's got to be an obvious pass interference.
Should be.
And the flag did come down.
Yes.
And it is going to be pass interference, and that should be first.
They'll be knocking on the door. And then I'm talking about quarterback sneaks.
1st and goal, Suwannee. Clock down to 50 seconds left to play in regulation. Dogs need to punch this thing into the end zone.
Well,
they're going to put it down at the 10-yard line.
Mercy, we'll be shy of the first down, so it's 3rd and 5.
Okay.
I forgot we lost those yards.
You only got 10 yards on that penalty.
Yeah.
How does that work?
I do not know.
I thought it was anyway.
Well, we were backed up to the I don't know what happened. Somebody had to tell me about
it. Oh, my goodness. Hey, check out the Suwannee Coaches Show at rivercountrysports.com. The program airs Mondays during the season from 7 to 8 p.m. and then archived on our website. Join host TJ Vickers along with dog head coach Kyler Hall from our downtown Pool Realty Studios. Enjoy Keith Hunter and the Bulldog Bark, plus a dog blast. Sponsored by Howard Street Dry Cleaners. The Coaches Show is brought to you by Wes Haney Chevrolet and supported by Hardee's of Live Oak. The Suwannee Coaches Show exclusively here on rivercountrysports.com. I thought last week's Coaches Show, Monday night, that was their best one all season. Man, that was good.
I'm sure y'all did a heck of a job.
Keith and that dog blast, man, that was cool. He went back and did some history, and I didn't know this, but Douglas High School, back in the integration days, they were known as the Tigers.
Well, I was one of the first to go there. I went when they opened up Douglas, and it became the middle school.
Okay.
I started there in the 6th grade.
Well, doggone. Right now, you got Tigers and Bulldogs rooting for us here. Come on, Dogs. 10-yard line.
Now their coach is asking some questions on the far side.
The officials go over and talk to him, and meanwhile, Coach Hall comes out, and he wants to talk to one of the officials. And the official walks away from Coach Hall.
Yeah.
Ball at the 10-yard line, 50 seconds on the clock, tied at 28 here in this 3A first-round playoff game. Godby came away with a 3-point win in the regular season matchup.
Well, I was trying to think where the ball actually was.
It
when they
should
passed.
be at the 5-yard line.
Yes, it should. And so why is it not?
I don't know. I thought it was a 15-yard penalty, wasn't it? Pass interference?
And didn't we have it at the 20?
Yes, we did.
Okay.
I write these things down.
Maybe it was a 10-yard pass interference.
All right, whatever.
Anyway, we do have the football, shotgun formation. We're just going to run it with the quarterback left side. And
Not going to get there.
Not going to get a whole lot.
But you're in field goal range here.
I was thinking quarterback sneak just right in the middle of the field and keep it in the middle just like an extra point.
Yeah, and now a timeout. And ball's going to be spotted down at the 9-yard line. We're going to have 4th down from there. And Suwannee with 39 seconds on the clock. Going to bring in A.J. Hitt and try to get a 3-point lead here and then hold on for 39 seconds. So A.J. Hitt, everybody just leave him alone. Let him do his thing.
Well, I would have liked it much better if we'd have kept it in the center of the football field where it was.
The first weekend in December means Christmas on the Square, a hometown holiday tradition. This year, celebrating 40 years. The event this year, Thursday, December 5th through Saturday the 7th. And don't miss that lighted Christmas parade, Saturday, December 7th in downtown Live Oak. That event will be broadcast live and then available for you to watch anytime right here on rivercountrysports.com. Local sports and more at rivercountrysports.com.
Well, what can you say? I mean, hold your breath.
Yeah.
I mean, grab onto your armchair.
All right, this is going to be, they're going to, about a 26-yard attempt.
It will be, and slightly toward this side of the football field, A.J. Hitt. See if we get a good snap. We're taking our time with it. Long snap, down on the tee, it's up, and
he missed it.
It is no good.
Wow. They brought a little pressure, but he got the kick off, and he just hooked it.
Yeah, we did. Mercy.
Wow. Every time, I mean, it's been that kind of season. Every time Suwannee's on the cusp of something, and we just, dog. Well, this game's still not over now.
No, it's not
over. If we
over.
can hold on for 35 seconds, we're playing overtime.
Yeah, it'll be overtime. And, that's why I like the football being in the middle of the field. I vote around me. I don't coach.
Yeah.
But I just like it in the center, just like an extra point. But he was kicking almost from the near hash. Let's see what Godby does. If they put it up and go for it, take a chance for a pick, or they're going for a score. 2 receivers set on either side. The old quarterback throws the screen pass, and he's wide open. Got plenty of running room. Up to the 30, crosses the 30, and will be banged down close to the 32.
As Bentley, the screen pass is a safe play. And they're going to call a timeout here. Clock stop at 31 seconds left to go. Or I guess they stopped the clock to move the chains.
Yeah.
And they're taking their time to start that clock.
Well, I mean, you can put it up. We got a 3-man rush, shotgun formation, and they're looking fly pattern down the far side of the football field. Rawson getting there. They're trying to get there, and it goes incomplete.
And the clock stops on the incompletion. 17 seconds left to go in regulation.
Mercy.
2nd and 10. Ball at the Godby 31-yard line.
Had a chance to win it in regulation.
Yeah, man. Doggone. I was ready to celebrate and then head back to Live Oak.
Well, I think the fans thought it was good for just a second.
Then he hooked it, and it could have been, it was from this near hash.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of the middle of the field.
3-man rush for Suwannee. Shotgun formation for Chambers. Receivers all over the football field. Going to throw an out pattern. It'll be complete up here at the 38, and they get a bounce out of the 39 or 40-yard line. It'll stop the clock.
Catch that time by Jarrell Hall.
Wow, I missed that.
Yeah, I didn't see it either.
Well, that's going to tack on 15.
Apparently, we roughed the quarterback.
First down.
That'll put it on our side of the football field.
That's going to give them a chance at the end zone.
Well, their kicker isn't too shabby himself. So he's playing this prevent defense.
Yeah. Well, 3-man rush, and we rough the quarterback. I was watching the ball downfield. I didn't see that.
Yeah, I was,
to be honest.
Godby out of the huddle and up to the line of scrimmage. That dog defense needs to hunker down here. Let's get a takeaway. 3-man rush, shotgun formation. Here it is. Chambers looking, screen pass to the near side to Simmons. Comes down across the 40 to the 30. Still on feet, 25-20. He's going to go all the way for the score, and Godby's going to win the game. And he's spiked the ball, so that should be at least a 15 after.
Yeah, it's too bad. There's zeros on the clock.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
And that is the ball game.
I have no words.
I don't know what to say. We'll take a timeout and try to come up with something to say after this. Suwannee football, rivercountrysports.com.
Hi, my name is Catherine Haney. My grandfather and my dad, Wes Haney, have been selling and servicing Chevrolets in the Suwannee Valley area since 1968.
I'm here with my brothers, Weston and Jonathan. We want to tell you why Wes Haney Chevrolet is the best place to buy a car.
At Wes Haney Chevrolet, it comes down to two things: low prices and excellent customer service. You are a part of the family just as much as we are. Your happiness is my dad's first priority. He will always fight to make sure you get the best deal and the best experience.
My dad doesn't play games and he doesn't charge dealer fees, so we can always get you the best price. We have amazing incentives this month to put together a great deal on any Chevrolet car, truck, or SUV. The best built, longest lasting vehicles on the road. We guarantee a better deal and customer experience than you can get anywhere else.
We would love to show you our beautiful selection of new and used vehicles. We are located in Live Oak, Florida on Highway 90 East. I can guarantee our dad will give you the best deal, and we are excited to earn your business.
This is Wes Haney, and as always, no dealer fees, no games. Come see my team at Wes Haney Chevrolet.
Need to paint? Call the pros at Charles Bean Painting. They'll paint it, they'll have it looking good. Whether it's outside your home or business or inside, they do texturing, drywall repair, plus pressure cleaning. Call for a free estimate. 386-209-7381. Licensed and insured, family owned and operated, serving the area over 30 years. Charles Bean Painting, LLC. Remember, it hasn't been painted till it's bean painting. 209-7381.
Do you need tree service? Morgan Tree and Debris provides you with quality and affordable tree service in Live Oak and surrounding communities. Morgan Tree and Debris is a full service and tree company. Tree trimming, tree removal, firewood, stump grinding, storm cleanup, debris removal. Contact Morgan Tree and Debris at 386-249-0472. That's Morgan Tree and Debris, 386-249-0472 for all of your tree service needs.
Well, not a lot you can say about that. Just heartbreak for Suwannee.
Yeah, last play of the game, and they get a big, I don't know, I just wrote it down as 55 yards. It could have been more. I don't know what it was exactly because I forgot where the line of scrimmage was.
Well, it was the 44 of Suwannee, so 44-yard touchdown. But we were in a prevent defense. As often been said, what does a prevent defense do? Prevent you from winning. And that time, that's exactly what happened. I mean, I give that kid credit. He's a heck of an athlete. But Jamarin Simmons caught the ball, and Suwannee in that prevent, so that means they've got everybody back. Somebody make that tackle. And nobody did.
Yeah, and it was more or less just a really short pass play, but you get it into your playmaker's hands, and then Simmons did the rest down the near sideline.
He's their MJ Rossi.
Yeah.
I mean, he is their playmaker, and he knew what to do with it after he made the catch, and he just weaved through traffic and went into the end zone standing up. But, twice in this ballgame, two different times, Suwannee with a chance to grab control. First half had a chance to go up. We had first and goal, chance to go up by 2 scores, and somehow we let that get away, coughed it up, and they go the other way and tie it up. And then here at the end of this game, you had seconds on the clock. All we need is that chip shot field goal, and we can come away with a victory. But instead, we don't get the field goal, give them the ball back, and allow them with 35 seconds on the clock to march down the field.
Unbelievable. That's all I can say about it. I'm stunned.
Yeah, I know.
Shot.
34-28. Godby gets the win over Suwannee.
And the Suwannee season ends with a second defeat to this Godby Cougar team. Both games, you got to look back and say, we should have won those games.
Yeah.
But
absolutely.
But you got to give Godby credit. They are the victor, 34-28, the final score. Back with more after this. Suwannee football on rivercountrysports.com.
When you're in the market for a home or vacant property to build that dream home on, contact Pool Realty of Live Oak. They can also help locate commercial real estate for your business venture. Pool Realty has a full team of professional and caring real estate brokers and agents, so always think Pool Realty of Live Oak to help you find the perfect home or property in Suwannee or surrounding counties. Pool Realty, a proud supporter of Suwannee Bulldog football and rivercountrysports.com.
All right, hey Bulldog fans, when you're hungry, we can satisfy that appetite at Beef O'Brady's of Live Oak. Come dine with us during, before, or after the ball game. We feature big screen TVs, so you won't miss any of the big events. At Beef O'Brady's, check out our game room featuring pool tables and games for the kids. Stop by Beef O'Brady's for some good food, good sports, and good games.
Everybody's always claiming to offer the top insurance, the lowest rate, blah, blah, blah. Well, cut the game and go to the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. Jeff is an independent agent, meaning he can shop around to get you the best price for the coverage you need. With access to major carriers like Auto Owners, Progressive, Travelers, and Mercury, stop with those cold 800 numbers. Discover the personal difference with the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. US 129 North in Live Oak. Call 364-2886 or visit jefftippensinsurance.com. Your one-stop auto shop, J&W Automotive. At J&W, you can buy a car. They've got a great selection to choose from. At J&W, you can get your car fixed. They provide complete vehicle repair. At J&W, they do paint and body work. Yeah, plus tires, front-end alignments, AC work, computer diagnostics. They cut and program keys. They are truly your one-stop, all-in-one automotive shop. J&W Automotive. Highway 129 North in Live Oak. Online at jwautos.com. Well, back here in Tallahassee, final score, Godby gets the win by the score of 34-28. Stats provided by Jamie Watcher, Lake City Reporter, and for all the action of Suwannee football, be sure to check the Lake City Reporter. Tomorrow's edition will have all of the action from tonight's ball game, a heartbreaker for Suwannee, as they fall on the road here in a game that, boy, it sure looked like they had chances to win, but just come up short. Final stats, Thomas Sykes, 12 of 16 tonight, 227 yards and 3 touchdowns. My goodness. Rushing, Thomas Sykes, 7 carries for 29 yards. Had a pretty nice game. Thomas Sykes, I mean, what can you say about him?
He did. Him and Lopez.
Yeah, had it all on the field tonight. Rawson had 10 carries, 56 yards. Fryer had 1 carry for 3 yards. Clay Starling, 16 carries, 63 yards. Freddie Cooks with 3 carries for 10 yards. And we saw Nelson come out there, the freshman, 3 carries, 7 yards for him. In the receiving department, Noah Lopez, 3 catches, 73 yards and a pair of scores. MJ Rawson had 5 catches for 96 yards and a touchdown. Also, you had Coy Fryer, 3 catches for 15 yards. And Logan Brooks with that big catch that we thought got us down there in scoring position. 1 catch for 43 yards for him as well. So great game for the Suwannee offense. I mean, they played their hearts out tonight. Just wasn't quite enough to get the win against these Godby Cougars.
Yeah, they went to their go-to guys and pretty much their offense. Tayson Clark, their quarterback, Chambers. I mean, Clark, he probably had some good yardage on the ground tonight. He had that one long run early in the game of about 77 yards, and then he got a little bit injured, so he didn't play quite as much. But then they went to their go-to guy, their number 1 receiver, and got the job done on the last play of the game.
Yeah, Clark had 11 carries, 187 yards.
Wow.
And a touchdown. Chambers had 3 touchdowns. Actually, with the sack yardage, he had -6 yards on 7 carries. But he, when it counted, he got in that end zone 3 different times. And then Bentley added 7 carries for 27 yards.
Goodness.
And the passing department, Chambers was 12 of 17 tonight, 214 yards and a touchdown. Suwannee gave great effort tonight, but it wasn't quite enough as Godby comes away with a 34-28 win. Back after this, Suwannee football on rivercountrysports.com.
What's a football game without pizza? Papa John's Pizza of Live Oak can take care of all of your football dining needs. Take care of your hungry crowd before, during, or after the game. Stop by Papa John's for better pizza, better wings, and many other delicious menu items for the family or the game crowd. Papa John's Pizza always has better ingredients, better pizza. Better get you some.
Uh-oh, better call Bennett's.
When it comes to glass, in this area, folks know to call Bennett's Glass Company, serving Live Oak and the surrounding areas for over 50 years. Their reputation speaks for itself. From commercial to residential, new construction, remodeling, custom glass, auto glass, shower doors, mirrors. Tell your insurance company you want Bennett's. Bennett's Glass Company on Gold Kiss Boulevard in Live Oak, 386-362-2295. When glass breaks, better call Bennett's.
Rapid Fiber Internet's locally owned and operated, powered by Suwannee Valley Electric Co-op. Our local employees are dedicated to providing a world-class customer experience to each of our Suwannee Valley Electric members. Make the switch today to Rapid Fiber Internet's 100% fiber to the home internet system. To learn more about Rapid Fiber Internet, visit rapid-fiber.com. Again, that's rapid-fiber.com or call 866-64-RAPID.
Are you new to investing and not sure where to begin? Start by looking for a financial advisor who will offer you a strategy personalized for you and your family. One who will be there as your life and financial situation changes. I'm Hunter Abercrombie, your Live Oak Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner together to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today at 386-364-3699. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Back here in Tallahassee, they're basically threatening to lock us in if we don't wrap this broadcast up. So it's been pretty professional over here until this time, but I've never heard that before. They threatened to lock us in a stadium in Tallahassee.
Yeah, and we're parked over there by the fair, so it takes us at least 5 to 7 minutes to get across.
Yeah, we still got to break down equipment and everything. Hey, want to thank our sponsors, though. We couldn't have done this season without them, so we really appreciate Charles Bean Painting, Hunter Abercrombie, man, we really appreciate your support this year. Morgan Tree and Debris, Wes Haney Chevrolet, Rapid Fiber Internet, Bennett's Glass Company. They've been with us for several seasons, and we appreciate that a whole bunch. Also, Jeff Tippins Insurance, J&W Automotive, Live Oak Pest Control, Howard Street Dry Cleaners, Papa John's, Beef O'Brady's, the UPS Store, Roundtree Moore Ford, and we want to thank Andrew and all the folks at Pool Realty as well for sponsoring this season. But Andy, this is going to be our final broadcast this year. Now, River Country Sports going to come back. We're going to do the Christmas on the Square parade. So we hope you join us for that. Hopefully you'll be there for Christmas on the Square, but you can check out that parade either live that night or you can check it out archived if you wish. And then we'll be back next year with we're going to be doing different sports for Suwannee. Also plans to expand into Brantford, and they're threatening us once again over the PA. But we will be broadcasting and have big plans for rivercountrysports.com. And, Andy, I appreciate you making that transition from radio. Radio didn't want to do football anymore, so we decided to move it to the streaming platform. And I hope the fans have enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure they have. I've heard all positive comments about it, and it's been a great experience. And as we get used to it, and fans, we'll get more and more likes and watches, and this thing will take off and go.
And don't forget to tune in Monday night for the Suwannee Coaches Show. That'll be 7 to 8 p.m. with T.J. Vickers and Coach Kyler Hall. And we'll have that on the air for you Monday night, 7 to 8 p.m., and then archived at rivercountrysports.com. All right, we're going to be back to wrap up the broadcast after this timeout. Andy, I've enjoyed it. Oh, my.
It's been a good season. We fought hard, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, and, boy, gonna miss it.
This came up short tonight. We finished the year 4-7. Godby improves to 7-3. Godby gets the win tonight, 34-28. So that wraps it up from here, except for our closing billboards after this. It's Suwannee football on rivercountrysports.com.
Do you have a valuable garment that requires professional and quality dry cleaning? Your jeans need heavy starch, your slacks need hemming, or your wedding gown needs preserving? Hop on over to one of the 5 convenient locations, Howard Street Dry Clean in Live Oak, Town and Country Dry Clean in Perry, Madison Cleaners in Madison, or one of the 2 Cloud Cleaner locations in Lake City. All 5 locations have a convenient full-service drive-thru to better serve you. Each visit is greeted with a smile by a friendly and knowledgeable staff member. When you pick up your items, your satisfaction is guaranteed. As always, your business is appreciated. Visit one of the 5 locations today to ensure you are dressed to impress.
Your one-stop auto shop, J&W Automotive. At J&W, you can buy a car. They've got a great selection to choose from. At J&W, you can get your car fixed. They provide complete vehicle repair. At J&W, they do paint and body work. Yeah, plus tires, front-end alignments, AC work, computer diagnostics. They cut and program keys. They are truly your one-stop, all-in-one automotive shop. J&W Automotive. Highway 129 North in Live Oak. Online at jwautos.com.
Man, I'm getting eaten out of house and home here.
Oh, do you have teenagers?
No, termites.
Don't you have Live Oak Pest Control termite protection?
Nah, I've been doing my own pest control for years. Learned how on the internet.
I see that's working for you. Maybe you should call Live Oak Pest Control.
Who's your pest specialist? Call Live Oak Pest Control at 386-362-BUGS, 386-362-2847, or visit liveoakpestcontrol.com.
No worries, that was just a shed.
Hey, Bulldogs, let the UPS store of Live Oak handle all of your packing and shipping needs. The UPS store of Live Oak also offers mailboxes, printing, faxing, scanning. We also offer notary services and shredding services as well. Stop by your local UPS store. There's help in here. Real help. The UPS store, proud sponsors of Suwannee Bulldog football on the riverofcountrysports.com.
Suwannee High Bulldog football on rivercountrysports.com is brought to you in part by Charles Bean Painting, Hunter Abercrombie, your Edward Jones financial advisor in Live Oak, by Morgan Tree and Debris, by Wes Haney Chevrolet, Rapid Fiber Internet, Bennett's Glass Company, by Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency, J&W Automotive, Live Oak Pest Control, Howard Street Dry Cleaners Incorporated, Papa John's, Beef O'Brady's, the UPS store, by Roundtree Moore Ford, and by Pool Realty. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Thank you for tuning in. Spread the word. Our rivercountrysports.com team, our technical advisor, Tammy Neal, the streaming producer, Clifford Gwynn, our technical director, Rivers Martinez, blending the cameras, Dusty Morgan and Sawyer Brooks. For Andy